Okay, welcome everybody to session 32? 31? 30?
What is
30?
yours?
30? 30?
Again?
31.
I've got 31
Again.
on my end.
31
Oh,
of...
so now
God.
we are synced again. Lovely.
No, 32. 32. No, it's 31. I've kind of lost track of my notes somewhere. 31 of Blood and Shackles. Last time the party began their assassination mission, to go and attack Scalethorn hiding in the city of ruins, whatever the name is. You set off in quite early in the day, actually, like fairly early, lots of light to get there, just get ready to go in darkness. But unfortunately, there were a couple of little driving snafus. Nate clearly needs a bigger ship at his control. Like his little ship is a little too fiddly. It isn't quite what he was taught to use. And there were a couple of delays, a little bit of accidents along the way that led to you having to navigate most of the way in the dark, which was not easy. But nevertheless, you eventually managed to get there and moored the ship on a very nice little perch of rock, entirely planned, before beginning to sneak into the city and do the dirty work in the night. And yes, you successfully infiltrated the area, killed a guard along the way, a little guy, and then saw two more beefy bodyguards outside a tent and attacked them with lights. But wait, that was on the session before. Wait a second. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh, well, whatever. Recap.
Yeah,
2 sessions ago was like the killing, basically getting there, killing the two guards. And then the reveal of
I do
Scalethorn.
Yeah, exactly. So
And
you
then
killed
last one
those and
was the fight
Scalethorn
with
exactly.
Scalethorn into the fish.
Yes, exactly true. Yes. So you had finished up the guard, and then we were dealing with Scalethorn, who seemed, not to be wanting to fight directly. At least was kind of maybe scared clearly of your power. Turns out, probably turns out not maybe the bravest. Maybe our leaders are not always the best among us.
Shit out of me with one attack.
Yeah, true.
Besides that, worse.
Yeah. So he retreated to some strange illusionary magic that was hiding a pool of water in which was a strange creature that you believe has some sort of ties to the Agulasu and the Fated Stalkers and all the scum and all the shit that you've seen before. But so it's kind you had not yet run into. You also defeated that fairly easily, and before sticking around too long to find out or to be discovered, you hightailed it back to the ship and got there back in one piece. Quite successfully, and then sailed on out of it to a safe distance in a cove, where you discuss exactly what the next best thing was to do in your situation. You realize it is a little difficult right now without knowing what is happening in the city to really know is this a good thing, is it a bad thing, what's going to happen next, how would a remainder of the force is going to take this actually. A leader will bolster them together in fortitude and in more resilience, will it cause them to break and shatter and the causes be lost. It's hard to say, depending on course on who takes the flow of the narrative and who kind of pushes the conversation. You debated whether or not it was worth trying to maybe send Hazi back there himself, but of course, there's a big risk. How does he explain what has happened? It seems very hard. They don't know him there. Hazi is not sure that he really has the speaking chops to do it. So instead, you decided the best course of action was to go back to the watchtower where you'd heard that a different leader of a separate Lizardfolk tribe was planning to go there on their way into the city, and maybe you can talk to her and see exactly if you can, I don't know, explain what has happened and maybe see if she can some way ally herself to a cause that is beneficial to both of you, or something potentially along those lines. A difficult conversation, of course, but you felt that you had to lead to something to try to fix the situation that has happened here. And yeah,
Arthur's got the diplomacy, right?
You don't have Chrome in this party.
I do, but it's in Common or Elven, and I don't think that's going to work super well with the Lizardfolk.
I think it's insulting.
Maybe a little bit. It would be.
Let's just have Hazi do the work. Okay, sorry.
Right.
No, it's fine.
The
It'd come off as humansplaining.
Is a she, right?
Yes, it is a she.
Yeah.
Yes, but we will begin this session also. You have a solution? Okay. But yeah, we will be. It is just so you know the 13th of Callistril, 4724. Of course, sure you always read the year. Yes, and we will begin the session as you basically. I think we said you would have made your way back to like basically the foot of the tower, and it is now about like 10 o'clock in the morning. So
Does
this
that
is
mean
the
we got a
morning
long
after.
rest?
Yeah, you got the long
Since
rest and
we'd be
everything. I
healed
see
before.
Johnny at least did his long rest, and yeah, anyone who wants to kind of pick that button. Also, Johnny has had time to check out your wounds and everything. Like
Might
that.
as
That's
well.
no problems.
Do we have anything that needs identifying real quick? Get the administration out of the way. I got
Yeah, I was
an
gonna
unusual
say, I know that
shield.
people. Yeah, you picked
Oh
up
yes,
the
the
shield,
shield
the
that you took off him.
sword.
The spear, I just like. I think I didn't even roll with mystifying, right? Because it's just like a
Yeah.
+1 striking. Cool.
Yeah.
Returning.
Okay.
Oh no, it's +1 striking returning. Yeah, maybe I should have mystified that, but it doesn't pop too good. But I didn't.
Did we see it in action? I don't think we
Okay.
did.
Maybe we saw it in action. No, we never saw him throw it. He
No,
only
he never
stabbed me with
threw
it.
When he died and dropped it, it flew back to his hand briefly at the corpse, And then you're like, oh, must be one of
Actually,
those.
the opposite
It's
of how
like
it
a
works.
yo-yo
For sure.
spear.
Okay, for the shield, you can click this. Oh, but you can't click right. You can use crafting. So you say we do this in the night before. There's this like bit of an awkward thing. Where, of course, like we have a little bit of a queue every day with like fucking Cooper and the fucking poisons or whatever. We'll just like skip that most days. Or like you could do it in the background if you want. But
Did
like
it
being kind of
roll
safe.
when I clicked, by the way?
Yeah, you rolled as a sleuth. No, wait, this was yours, Quicksilver. No.
Yeah,
Yours-
that was my crafting.
Yours at the +15.
You
Yeah.
know,
And I
as a
clicked on the
sleuth.
occultism. I just have no idea if it worked.
Occultism. I don't see anything that you clicked. Did you do the self roll?
Yeah, so I just clicked on the occultism, but like the
Yeah,
thing
but what's
that
like
you
the
put,
drop down at the bottom say?
public roll. So I have to
Oh,
change to
then
blank
it's-
GM roll and then click on it.
Yeah, you shouldn't actually need to. It should.
What about now?
No, I still don't
Nothing?
see anything. Can you just try
Alright.
rolling your normal dice?
Sure. I mean, I can. I thought that's the whole point of the button there, but
Yeah, I mean it works for other people.
Let me see if I click it. No, if I click it, nothing's
I
happening.
mean, do I have your character
Yeah.
selected? 'Cause
Yep.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
yeah,
Actually, I
yeah.
finally see it. I see it now. I see it now.
well, that's because I did it through my character sheet instead.
Oh, okay. Well, it works now. I don't know why it works for other people. I really don't know.
I'm
but...
guessing it is something to do with like I don't have a character selected.
Oh, yeah. You might
yeah,
need to do that.
didn't
Yeah,
someone
you
say
have a
that
token.
you rolled as a
You can go
sleuth?
to drawing map and do it. But yeah, too. But I mean, you can also just open. No, you can actually just open. Maybe it also does one. Maybe. I don't know. Either way, a bit embarrassingly, Quicksilver and Nate, you're not really familiar, but Altair, is someone who is keeps an eye open and likes to know a little bit about everything. So to say, identifies this as quite a simple and common item, a magical shield known as a sturdy shield or lesser in this case. So I will reveal that on your sheet.
It's feeling very self-confident, huh?
Sturdy shield lesser, you said, not minor.
Yes, sturdy shield lesser.
Cool.
So yeah, you're familiar that this is, very, very good design. I mean, Crystal, even though you don't know exactly what it is, from like studying it, you do think like, it is very strong. You were not sure if it was like magic or just the material itself. But now, Altair points out this actually like being enchanted.
Nate doesn't wear a shield, but Johnny does, if I remember correctly. You have like a like a turtle shell or something.
A shield, but I don't really usually have it in use. I'm just using Staff of Water and Freehand most of the time.
Yeah, definitely don't have use for this.
But I do have a shield, which is kind of fucking.
This seems like it's a loot thing, probably for
like
loot.
a cell thing, maybe.
Yep. Add it to the
Looks
loot.
like it.
I mean, if I were stronger, I might have wanted to have more stuff with me, but
Remember, you can now put stuff in the stash on the party token, by the way. So if you want to like put stuff like this in the stash, just say it's like on the boat or whatever, Jack.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, I got it in the bag of holding for now. Should we?
Oh, okay,
right?
sure.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Thought you had one. What do you mean,
That's like
bag
the
folding?
idea.
Sorry, I don't speak trademark
It's
terms.
spacious pouch.
Thank you. All right, okay. So yeah, so in the night you identified that. I don't think there's really anything else. You do have you have what's it called? A couple of unusual liquids.
More?
yeah, Johnny drinks it.
You can post it to check it well.
There's a damage like on spear, by the way. Maybe now.
I'll try this one as well to make it less identify.
D6 piercing. Ugh.
Quicksilver, you identify these as red potions. Probably only be one thing. A little bit of healing potion.
Death. Oh, okay. 2 moderates. Nice.
Not too shabby. Okay, I think that's it.
Oh, I hide him from Cooper, so that he's not, he doesn't feel the competition.
Oh, okay.
Yep. By the way, I went to the drawing map, selected my token, and now if I do click the button, it does pop up
Nice.
Oh, nice, good.
properly.
Good, it works.
I think
good,
you
it
probably
works.
already got it, but I'm just checking.
Yeah, oh yeah, out here you're like, yeah, confirm healing potions, no question.
Sweet.
Okay, so we're in the tower, right?
Yes, you are in the tower, or at least like the foot of it, yes, and like
Yeah.
walk on it, no problem. Yeah, so it is like later in the morning, of course, like technically it was only just the night before or the day before that you were like being here and like lit the beacon, and I was like you did that like a sunrise, right? So now of course that you don't think anyone would have done that like today, but there's a lot happening, so who knows if it's a problem or not. But it seems very quiet when you like look in. It seems like just that you left it the day before.
So, what do you propose we say to Shrisk?
I mean, we need to find a way to convince her that Scalethorn was under the control of the Gulfu, right? And didn't have the interest of the lizard folk at heart.
Yes. Only way to do that is to share our tale fully, if we can. What we know.
Yeah.
Wait for the best, yeah.
Will she even be open to it?
That's the other question.
I mean, we did just assassinate their leader, right?
But if we explain
Why not?
ourselves really nicely, right?
Real
we
nice.
had a very good reason.
I know I've been learning lizard tongue, but don't know if I can.
Well, it'll
Yeah.
be up to you or Hazi.
Difficult.
Wise leader might know common, no? Or would that be a bad sign?
As he sort of shrugs and like, not heard of her, but maybe common. Kind of gestures himself. I speak common, not even big leader. Maybe.
Strong leader.
Yeah, kind of give you a little. I'll stop it. Like hope, maybe. Not sure. If can explain himself.
So if they respect strength, what if we beat them up? Will they listen then?
I think like kind of thinks.
Would have no choice, maybe?
Well, depend if. Kind of considers it. Beat up in. Maybe one fight. Prove strength. But not sure if.
Yeah,
Fight two.
I mean, talk first,
Mhm.
but if they want to, if they don't believe us, maybe try another way.
Should have brought scales on head. That'd be good proof of strength. Always take head.
Big neck would take a while.
Take whole body then.
Yeah, should have. Otter, what if you say the words and I will translate? Or Hazi?
I mean, we can try that. But it's going to go potentially somewhat like with the last lizard folk, right? The
Maybe not.
Yahtzee, what's his name?
Yes.
Hazi.
That's it.
Fazi.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna call him Yahtzee. It's fine. Fazi.
Yes.
It's that maybe, right? We seemingly convinced him, so maybe we can convince her.
Yes, I think you would best. You were a stranger once in Ulstad Reef. Convince us. Let you join. But you're not mere stranger. Can do so again.
I'll try. But let's talk through the backup plan of it does not go well. What then?
Do we
Just
barricade us inside the tower or prepare escape routes? I mean, they're pretty fast runners.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight, like a whole army of these. These
Yeah,
creatures,
but bombs.
bro. Well, even with bombs, I wouldn't be that.
Yeah, but they run so fast. I mean, how can we run away?
And he kind of frowns that you just run slow in big, heavy armor.
Yeah, but still, even if I take it off, would I be fast enough?
As he sort of shrugs, and he's like, some faster, maybe, but maybe you faster, also some. Not many faster as him or me. He kind of point to out at himself. We faster than normal.
So how long does it take again to take off heavy armor? Like an hour or something?
Like a minute.
Taking it off isn't too
A
bad.
few
Putting it on
minutes.
is ages.
Takes 5 minutes to don medium or heavy armor and 1 minute to remove it.
Yeah, okay. 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, taking it off's okay. Some straps,
There's also a feat where it allows you to do it way quicker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I guess if the voices start getting angry, I'll start stripping.
That'll really calm the discussion.
No, this is only how it works. Like, it looks like a fight free, the person takes off their armor. It's like, what? Yeah, Hazi's like, yes, not sure how many there is. Not sure. He kind of looks a little like, think, bad lizard, kill. Yes, need, kill Scales one, but don't know this leader that bad. Like,
I guess
And I
we just
didn't
see
mean
how it
the,
goes,
the
right?
backup plan of like how to kill her. I meant the word of how do we get out alive if the talking does not go well.
Kind of considers maybe only be here talk or have some still in ship ready to sail away quickly.
Ship won't move without most of us, right?
Right. We do need at least 4. What else? Out of game, I can't remember.
Maybe.
How far away are we from the ship here?
Couple hours.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's pretty far, really. So it doesn't take. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't take that much time. Yeah, Hazi
Yeah,
looks
I
like
mean-
maybe not good. But maybe need all to, if not plan fight and have run, if need run, then fastest among us have talk with. Maybe can get out.
We could leave a message to for them to follow us to the ship and then talk there. But if I were them, maybe they would probably just go to the city then. But I think that
It's message for neutral ground to come
Yeah.
with smaller force.
You remember, you're not sure yet. The Force, you're not really sure. Like you said, do you remember being told it was like an envoy of hers? So you're not sure. It's not like a whole army is walking up. But yeah, of course, it still might be a few or a good amount.
It's a whole bunch of attendants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
painfully what she was expecting. But
So we could talk us being on a ship and them being on shore, right, or something along these lines. Like a
The
say,
bar and high up.
yeah, exactly. That's
Hard
why
to
I'm not
shout.
sure if
Be friendly.
it's a good idea.
yeah, Hazi looks a little like, yes, not sure. Lizard might think, if me, at least, I also lizard. Also think a little more like, could be trapped. Even if we suggest place, not neutral place. How would she know neutral if we want suggested message?
Yeah.
Here, pretty neutral. But they won't know.
Hazi rather talk here than suggest somewhere else.
I agree.
So just you two?
I mean,
If things go bad, you escape.
we can try that.
I mean,
He's
sounds-
he's got
sounds fine.
as he's out there,
Sounds
you
fine,
have
bro.
spyglass, yes, see far. Maybe
Yes.
all stay here at least for now, and maybe if we see them approach from far away, see how many, how big. If not too many, maybe all stay together and they don't want fight, even if come to it.
Good thing.
Good idea.
I agree with this.
If they have many army, no use having all here, because cannot win fight.
Makes sense.
And
Makes
then
sense,
maybe
bro.
it's if there are many, it's a case where if they camp here for a night, right before. Because how far is it from here to the ruined city?
It was basically like a day's journey. Yeah, like
Yeah.
by foot.
So if they were like to camp here,
depending on what the
theoretically tonight,
exactly.
we could try to sneak in to talk to her if there were a lot. Not an ideal scenario again, but I think we're
That's
all out of
conducive
those.
to trustworthy talk. If
I mean,
we're sneaking.
True. But if we were to sneak in to have a conversation and we had the opportunity but didn't take it to kill her, right?
Leverage, yes. Implication.
Yeah, to say, like, obviously we could have killed you, but we don't because we are not here for that.
People love that. It's true.
Exactly. It works every time.
Thank you, you merciful lords.
Yeah.
You didn't kill us in the night. Wow, you're my best friend.
Yeah.
Yes, wait and see.
But
Okay.
we're clearly out of great options. We are down to the few remaining.
Is there some rope around the supplies of the tower?
Yeah, there's plenty of it. There's like a lot
But
of stuff
I-
you find in the inventory.
Or could I jerry rig like from the second floor window to like the ground, like a escape rope? So if you need to glide down.
Or like a zip
from the
line thing
window.
where you like
Zip
stick
line
it in
thing,
like
yeah,
a stab on the back. Yeah, sure. There's like hook or like 300 feet of rope or whatever. So there's plenty to do that. And then you find like some sort of like peg that you would use for like a tent, and it's like kind of hits it into the ground. Okay.
So, yeah.
Give me a crafting check to see how good it is, and then do it blind so you don't know if it's gonna fall apart when it's the first person tries. Do you give it a test run?
No, I have faith in my ability.
Okay, alright, give me the blind check.
I can I make it? No, shipbuilding probably not.
No,
relevant.
What? No, not unless you zip
Make it out
line
like
to
a-
commenting on your ships. Well, I mean that would be pretty good. It will be okay. Well, I mean it looks pretty good. It's bearing its own weight pretty well. No,
It's an
okay,
emergency. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, you have a zip line like set up on the back, right? So you can't see it from like the direction you expect it to be heading in.
Exactly.
Okay, and then you just kind of like So Cooper came with, by the way. He's just so he didn't stay back on the ship by himself. He will hide in one of the upper floors, and then I guess you kind of all like take turns like on watch, like kind of just like in that direction, and like spend the day like
Yeah,
keeping an eye
from the
out
top,
and seeing,
basically, with the spyglass.
Okay, it's from the top basically just like you're taking ships.
How high is the tower? I mean, maybe the first
Or-
floor and the second.
Floors by U.S. standards, what would that be with?
Hmm?
5? 3? The fuck, I
Sorry,
can't remember
3.
how you guys count stuff in the EU.
You're on
The rational way?
the top is like the third floor. It's like ground floor, first, second, third.
Yeah.
And like, but they're pretty big, like they're like maybe like 15 feet like tall, like levels basically because they are it's like a kind of big
Okay,
thing. So in
right.
total, it's maybe like 45, 50 feet tall, like and then like a bit more like to the
No,
side.
I'm thinking if I'm jumping out from windows.
You would survive the fall. You would all survive the fall.
Get
Yeah.
hurt?
But there's a nice zip line.
Yeah, I mean, I have cat fall and I expert in that.
Ooh.
With catfall,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
is your acrobatics? Because I think that determines how much.
Yeah,
range you can-
25 feet shorter. So I guess and 5 feet is okay, right? So you can, I guess, 30.
So,
Nice zip
yeah,
line.
You treat it as 5 feet shorter. Is also normally at 10 feet you take damage.
So what?
Yeah.
yeah,
With
more than 10
expert
feet.
and acrobatics, I treat it as 25 feet shorter.
Yeah, so you could jump up 30 feet, like 2
Yeah,
levels,
yeah.
and like be fine.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
So
it.
you could be on the second floor and jump, and you'd be alright.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to
Which is
remember how
quite convenient for the second floor. Floors won't all the windows,
it'll forever take it near impossibility for me to remember how. Just 40
Yeah.
years ingrained of it being ground first floor is the same. And then next floor. is second
Zero floor. Zero floor. Okay.
floor. It's also because we have basements more frequently.
But
than-
if you were on the second floor, so would you record the second floor? Would you say I'm 2 floors up? But you're only 1 floor up, right?
You'd say you're on the second floor, though.
Yeah, but would you say I'm 1 floor up from the ground floor, or 2 floors up from the ground floor?
Yeah, but
No
take
one
that.
talks like that.
No, don't say that. What do you mean?
No.
What do you mean? Don't talk that. Don't talk that crazy.
You'd say like,
That
I'm
was,
on the second floor, the third, the fifth, the seventh floor,
Crazy.
and everyone knows. Oh, that means 7. There's 6
Yeah, they
below
call
you,
those first floors
including the
to
ground,
be one
before the
floor up.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
when
Yeah,
I was
it's
checking
weird.
the plans for the building, right, that I was looking at,
Sure.
I think I'm not sure if the second floor was the garage under the building,
Full was a go.
or was it the first? Because there's a layer under the garage, I think. Or maybe
Yeah.
it's not. I
It
can
goes
so
up.
the
Normally there's
basement-
-1.
Yeah.
There,
Right?
there are
Yeah,
some
but-
there are some high-rise
Yeah.
buildings that have a very weird designation. Like the first floor that you enter through the doors in is considered the cellar. Then the one floor up is considered the ground floor, and then floor up is considered the first floor.
Yeah. So
And, like, the
what
elevator.
does it show like in a lot of EU countries if there's like multiple
It's so weird.
basement levels?
The minus numbers.
This is
Yeah,
minus
physically
something, yeah.
Yeah, because in
Minus
the
one,
US
minus
they
two.
do B, so like B1, B2, B3, basement
that
1,
was-
2.
Oh,
minus,
okay.
minus. Did you see that video of like this, like the place in China where it was like all the
So wait, is
floors
it
at
basement?
different
Would it be
heights?
-1 or is it
Yeah.
-2?
negative?
And if it's not -1,
Negative
why would it?
-1.
Why
negative
why
one.
do you do it
It's negative one.
positive go to 2, but not negative go to 2?
Wait, it doesn't. They go 0, 1 and 0 minus
Yeah.
1 both ways.
You're right.
Ground floor is
Yeah.
zero, I guess. Not
Fine, fine. It's just weird to me.
The
that your
logic
first
checks
floor is
out.
the second
It's like
floor.
it's like you're looking at like a grading, like a timeline, and the ground is the middle of the timeline. That can't be
Yeah.
1. Why is nothing 1? That's crazy. That's
It's the
crazy.
beginning. It's
Then
zero.
the basement-
Yeah,
then it
the
should be-
Americans are the ones that make no sense.
That's what we. You don't have a first floor. You have a ground floor and
No,
a
we have
floor
a
2.
No. We have we have
No.
0, 1. We have
Zero,
1. We have
one.
first. We
The
have
first
first.
floor is the
Zero.
one up.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, theirs is 1. Ground and 1 are equal. They are
That's
both the
crazy.
same.
That isn't right.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you're
the
zero.
crazy, 'cause you're one
Imagine you in
Because again, if you
Pathfinder
think about
worlds.
it-
You're not 1 floor. You're not like 1 feet off the ground when you're standing on the ground. You're the 0.
Right, but again, but at the same time, so think of it this way, right? The ground floor, ground, sea level, right? Whatever. 0. Where is 0? 0 is the level
0 is
between
the
planes.
Earth. The Earth.
Right. So the first floor,
Is-
But that's built on
the
the Earth.
negative, the basement, first floor down.
Minus
0 is
1.
here. So
0
you're
is
saying
minus
you
1.
just are skipping a step, in my
What?
opinion.
Wait, no, you're arguing for it. Okay, so
You're crazy.
No, because again, it's the first floor is 1 floor.
But
One.
the first floor is built on the ground. The ground.
yeah,
Right,
which
The
is
ground
on the
is
sea level.
0.
You said.
Zero.
Right.
Zero. The ground.
So the sea level, the ground floor is 0.
But again, no. So yeah, so the difference is right. We're saying 0. It can't be a floor at 0. You have
Why
to have
not?
at least 7
Why can't it
feet.
be a floor at 0? Why can't it be a floor at 0?
Anyways, the
Okay, but
crazy
have you
thing
seen
is
that video? Have you seen in the video in China for the floors? Okay, sorry,
No.
What?
we have to watch this. If you've never seen this yet, wait.
Interesting.
A GIF.
All right, it's like
Look at that
it's
for a GIF.
wait. Is this the one where it is? Wait 1 sec. Okay, everyone talk amongst yourself for a second. I do gotta like find the GIF.
What really fucks me up is that they sometimes don't include floor 13 because of bad luck.
13. Yeah. Yep.
But
A lot of
like,
countries
that's
do
so
Other countries
archaic.
do different luck. I think some Southeast
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
countries do
everyone
different
watches
ones because there's other unlucky numbers in other countries.
Like I can just share my
Yeah.
screen, right? You can all look at my screen when I do this.
Yeah,
Alright,
sure.
let me make sure I like close any tabs that are related to.
It's on Twitch with hundreds of viewers, so be
You see
careful.
this? You can like make it
Right,
big,
yeah.
right? Look how crazy this shit is. It's in
Chunking.
chunking.
Okay. What? My perspective is ruined.
But the elevator says we're on the 12th.
Because they're all different, like, parts of the city. Type. Man,
It
that
hurts
looks
my head.
insane. It's so high as well. God, from the fourth floor on the street again.
All right, so at
Is
least
this
it
in the
can be worse, I
mountains?
guess.
What, how is this?
Yeah, but they're all built just on such different levels.
Right.
How is the ground so even, yet the buildings are so differently leveled? We're back on the square. Okay.
Isn't that fucking ridiculous? Like, I'm like, how would you
What
not
was
get so
this? What are you
lost?
guys looking at?
Crazy.
It's like the
It's
thing
like that
about
illusion
like,
with the stairs, you know, where it doesn't lead
Yes.
anywhere, it goes in and.
That's urban
What the
design.
fuck?
Okay.
so I can send you the
That is
link. Tom, so you
nuts.
watch it in your own. It's like fucking ridiculous. It's like anyway,
So
yes.
Could be worse than
Like,
just.
you didn't
what
shut
we're
down the stream,
debating
but I'm not
about.
allowed to restream Reddit. I don't think. You know, that's illegal.
I showed them
Is
bits
it?
and I like it was defracted, I think.
But that's just crazy. Anyway, yes, floor numbers make no sense. Agree. Okay, so while you were considering what you should name the floors in this watchtower,
Yes.
you were, looking out, like deciding, I would call this the third, or I would call this the fourth floor. And then, you are spending the day. But for most of the day, there was no sign of anything. You were just kind of looking out. There's also, no sign of any activity from the city at the distance either that you can make out.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
I was just saying, I'm desperate for any downtime basically to like start retraining
Well,
something.
this could be a day of downtime. Yeah.
when something an opportunity
We don't
pops
have that
up, I'm
much
like,
downtime.
no, like maybe just to start my progress, you know?
Hmm.
Does this cover
Yeah.
fire? I never use this. So I was
Uh,
thinking of like replacing it with something.
Okay, I mean, yeah, you can. If you can find something, you think you can
I think
start
if there's
practicing for
anything
this,
that
it
I've
can be
not
like the first
used-
day of downtime.
Yeah, recently.
Yeah, maybe do a
You-
little one with
It's
the
a little
reaction.
annoying. People are like, it's your turn with the spyglass trick, so and you're like, I'm too busy. Like,
Flicking my pistol.
I'm,
in and out.
I'm fucking swamped over here. Like-
Just doing tricks.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in the later period of the day, it's starting to get like, it's not a like dark, but it's like kind of getting dim light, like the sun is starting to go down. It's quite a beautiful sunrise really when you look out, because it's like so clear here and it's so little light pollution and everything. But around 5:30, like 6, when it starts to begin to dim light, it is, let me actually see whose turn it is. So you're busy, so you're not using the what's it called? The spyglass. Johnny, so it's your turn, forcing you to have a go with the spyglass, like pay attention to see what's happening. And you see it coming from we're directly like from the south from where you are. You see almost like a little kind of, you see the light first of all before you can even make any figures. Like maybe it looks like something like a little procession, a small one. Maybe like, if you had to guess, there's like a 3 torches, for instance, that you see, just like the kind of ones people kind of hold in their hands, like a little bit of a distance apart from each other, and you kind of see those to the south coming in the direction of the watchtower. There maybe, if you were to guess, like they're quite far. You got the spyglass, so maybe they are a couple of kilometers away at this point.
Okay.
And
There are some people with torches coming, lads. Boys. Bros. Bros. I say. Okay. Yeah, that's the word.
so your hand is
Close.
killing you. You don't really think you can fight tonight. There's like a lot of repetitive strain
Swapping
injury.
the other hands,
Okay, good.
Can't use either hand now.
Wait, I don't have any hands, I'm a burn.
Haji is like, how
Wait.
big? Many.
I see 3 torches. No idea how many people, bro.
3 torches
Guess we'll see.
cannot be an army.
Well, yeah, that is true. That is true.
You could have one torch for what, 10 people, I guess.
Could be.
Theoretically, right?
You can take it
Three
already,
torches?
right?
Good take, yes.
Could we?
I don't know. Maybe like the one we met in the camp on
turn
the way
link, dude.
to
Come on.
thing, but like not the ones we fought.
If so few people, she probably bring good people.
But not all would be fighters.
True. Wait.
Fair enough.
They should have a cook with them. Right?
Cupid gives you the side eye.
Well,
Like, cooks can be a
What are you
valuable
trying to
addition to
say,
any
bro?
party.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Good enough fighted well if we need to be. Remember when I threw you that potion? Was it you that one time? Saved your bacon back then?
No, that was the me. I still appreciate it.
See? So you better hope they don't have any cooks about
Those
them.
sand devils that Kirks will step on.
Those are the ones. Yeah, that sounds right.
Got many treasures.
No,
was worth.
I was thinking more about the Shrisk being such a important leader. She must have
Private
retinue,
chef.
uh,
Yes, I would
yes,
really
of
respect her
course.
more if she did. Well, I guess Cooper's like, maybe at least I could head off. Maybe a little bit out the watchtower. Not too far. Maybe I'll just, hide a few hundred meters back that way. Until you say it's safe to come out. Unless, what are you lads thinking?
Are you afraid of the cook?
Alright, I see how it is. Alright. He's like kind of mutters to himself and he goes, I'll make us try and make a welcome meal. Should I make a welcome meal for them? Meal? Nate, sorry. What do you think they would
That's
like?
not just me.
I would know. What do they eat? Usually?
Yeah, he kind of looks at Hazzy. Any favourites among lizard folk generally? Hazzy looks a little confused by the thing. Like,
Fish.
just fish is liked. Alright. He was like, well, that's a fucking coincidence. It's all I got. And then, goes upstairs, started cooking some food for the welcoming meal. And, yeah, so you're like still watching out, so they're getting like close officers. So when they're about more maybe like a kilometer away, it's easier now to make out, with spyglass like the individuals. Now you count the number to probably you have time where you're up high and they're kind of walking there. Yeah, so like immediately you're not sure the exact number. Then after a little bit of studying, you count 14 lizard folk.
We can take 14, right, bros?
If they're not like the Skillthorn's guards, maybe.
I mean, I can choke points them, right? If need be.
Where's the bombs?
I guess.
No, fighting the watchtower. No.
All the coral in the watchtower.
No, my PTSD.
The difference is what they could do is just set the fucking thing on fire. We didn't want to do that, remember?
It's okay. We've got the zip line.
Oh, yes. True. It cracks as soon as Nate touches it. Just like his heavy armor.
Made out of spoon.
Yeah, as he says, yes, awkward number. Not enough to think we can't win. Too many think easy win.
Yeah,
Unlucky
it's difficult.
So
Tengu.
if we kill one, so that's only 13 of them left. Is that unlucky for us or for them?
And how that works?
Maybe both.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Just
Can
end up
we
being here
also-
just say they'll probably be in about 20 minutes. You have like roughly that much time before you have to guess. Look at how fast they're moving through the area. So continue, Nate.
So could we prepare them a surprise in the food? To even the odds of it.
Actually, looks like a little uneasy. We want to work with Lizard.
Underhanded.
Thought.
It's
Wanted
underhanded,
aim.
but also
Lizard.
we are here
Yeah.
as diplomats in this moment.
Yeah, but maybe the dessert could be if things go sour.
Yes.
the
Sour
dessert could be
desserts.
an,
The milk is good.
And that's an
Yeah.
idea, bro, but I don't know.
A bit late to introduce poison angle.
Yes.
Cooper's not a
Probably.
miracle worker,
yeah.
Sometimes
Alright,
he is,
well.
though.
He's a chef, not a doctor, damn it.
Okay, so
Alright.
how do we approach this? I mean, do they look? I mean, they would be a bit surprised, I guess, when they'll meet us here. Should we just send a delegation up front, or?
We maybe shout out, let them know before they discover us.
Yeah, this is where I think Hazi needs to be front and center again.
Show your skills.
Kind of like thinks is like if, but he looks like a little uneasy. Take big risk. I could already go out, talk, say what. Say maybe not all that happened, but explain. Humans want to talk to her in tower. Then also show off peace if I go alone to say this, instead of waiting here for her to get close.
Ooh, if we go upright, we can look out with a spyglass. Does it look like it's all lizard folk, or are there any scum among the?
Yeah, so I can describe it a little bit more. Obviously you can't tell how strong they are, obviously want to look with people change.
Right.
But you see kind of at the beginning, like the person leading it is quite a big, burly kind of looking lizard folk, with a torch, he's kind of leading it. And then behind that you see another three lizard folk kind of like walking together. There's like one like a little bit like further in the middle, and then like two kind of like like a little bit of a triangle, and then you have those four, and then kind of back you have the remaining 10, kind of like in two lines, kind of like walking like two, kind of like a little thing, and then like halfway down that you have a torch, and then back at the end you have a torch. They are all lizard folk.
Nice.
It's a good sign. Although, faceless stalkers notwithstanding.
No, of course.
Yeah,
Would be
I do think
strange.
that might be the best is Hazi attempts to get to meet with us.
But not too far, right? Maybe.
Yeah.
Where we can still see.
Yep,
Yes,
just outside the
definitely
tower,
see.
right?
Just maybe so they don't have to come in and look around, and then we suffice.
Exactly. And then they act like we are trying to surprise them by being in the tower, right? It's
Yes.
we are clear up front with our intentions.
They should see us just almost early.
Smart.
We see them.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, already, like, at this point, like, only maybe, like, like a 10-minute walk away, so Hadley's already, like, could already go down with torch, at least then they see someone here.
Mhm. Yeah.
He looks a little nervous, he's, like,
as
not,
he's, like, nervous,
not very
I'll-
good speaking. Maybe I say little, and then explain you need to talk to.
Yeah.
You.
That is all that I would think is necessary is explaining that there is a group here who wish to speak with Trisk. And that they want to know, you want her to know that our intentions are being her or her party no harm. We merely wish to speak.
I'll
Well,
grab my coats.
What if Hazi would pretend to be our leader? At least,
The tent.
I mean, you're a very valid part of our group, Hazi.
Mhm.
But just, I mean, maybe it will be easier to convince them that you're on the same side. But Crystal, you wanted to say something else?
Well, maybe not. He's not leader, but advisor. We are here because of him. That is true.
Yes, true. You were here to help me against lizards,
Correct.
because only lizard could not see truth.
That's good work. I'm gonna grab my coat and pull out a wooden figurine, like a very small of like a dog, and put it inside Hazi's hand.
As he like, what's this?
Good fortune. Maybe
Oh.
give to her if needed.
No, what animal?
Oh, hound, dog, 4 legs, barks. Sea dog?
Seal, yes.
Yeah,
Lizards
similar,
look
but
too-
on land.
He kind of studies it, kind of like curiously. Not seen many. Or any.
Strange creatures.
Mm.
Like faceless
Makes
stalkers,
sense.
they invaded the home.
Whoa, he looks at him. He kind of like, looks back. Then why give her? It's like stalker. Wrong impression.
No, was a joke. I'm sorry.
Okay, as he kind of like looks a little confused, and kind of like puts it like inside like one of his side pockets or whatever. Oh, have for luck. Okay, and then he gets out like torch from his pack and heads down to like the base floor, so you can basically look out of the window. Oh, not the window, sorry, like the opening. And yeah, so those of you above, of course, like so awkward because when they get very close, if you're like up on this floor, it's like quite hard to really look down, right? If they're like coming basically to the doorway, so maybe Hadley says he'll head out like 50 feet or something, so you kind of still peer over. You kind of, I guess, would have to stealth if you're peering from the tower, because if you don't want to be seen at least immediately, then you can either hide completely or do what you want. But yeah, Hadley goes down and you see you still up on top watching that Hadley walks out like 50 feet and lights this a torch just like out in the open there, and he's hopefully this goes well.
Yeah, I guess I'll roll stealth.
Yeah, you're like trying to peek out without being too obvious. And of course, anyone who is trying to watch the scene, give me stealth as well, because you're like assuming you're trying to only peek out a little, over the edge. But of course, you can always just hang back a lot if you don't want to even risk it. Yeah.
Public or these private?
Stealth is always blind, yeah, or secret, yeah. Just for me.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Alto and Chris will kind of go up at the eyes, like over the edge of the window, like peeking down. The other two of you, like waiting back, don't want a biscuit. And you two see the figures indeed like get closer. The other two, like now, they're basically, you keep waiting and they get, within like 150 feet or something. So just like 100 feet away from Hazian, and they even keep getting closer there. But they're just seeing the Lizardfolks, so there's not really reason to stop. And now you see it a bit more clearly about that. I can, you don't see them perfectly, but I will give you the art now of one person in particular. Potentially the one known as Shisk.
Skills.
So you see now is like, out of like there's one person to the front with the torch and like the three behind. This individual is kind of the one who's like walking a little bit more. The other two, this seems, she's kind of, as you see her talking to the others, she just had like the kind of commanding kind of, presence for about her, and like the others like kind of turning to answer, especially when they kind of see Hazi. You kind of see some conversation between them. Let me NPCs, and then I can configure and just make you all owners, and you can also write whatever you wanted in it if you wished.
It's gonna be huge, right? Like an Amazonian lizard.
Sure. No, she actually. That doesn't look that big. Yep.
That's was that a headrest?
So what?
Yeah, like what is the hood hanging on?
That's Mid-Journey being weird.
Yep. Yeah,
It's like in the process of falling off there.
Exactly. She's taking off the. They kind of hanging on there.
with the force apparently, because her hands are both at her side.
I like to think it's like put on like some of those spiky bits at the back, to kind of like dangling off the
Like a coat hanger, like.
Exactly, like coat hanger. That's where we keep our cloak, Yes, but you see. Oh, I gotta like RP2 conversations. I hate it. You see Trisk as it is to be. You see like they get closer to when they're like even just like 25 feet away, but they're kind of just like walking up there. They wouldn't they're expecting to see Lizardfolk, of course, so they don't seem very like surprised by what's happening. Yeah. But when they get there, you hear Hazi be like, "Stop, need explain." And there's like the kind of big lizard at the front with the torch kind of like takes a step aside, and you see Trisk kind of step forward, and again Enoch is like, "Explain what? What has changed here? We were expecting to meet. Not what's the word? Delegation. Yeah, expecting to meet a delegation to take us into the city." And Hazi is like, plan change. Much happen in city. Need explain with others, allies of mine. And she's like, your allies. Who are you? And Hazi's like, need to speak. Awesome. He's like, but must one day. Well, you kind of think one. Human. And immediately, like, a lot of like the lizards over there, like, they kind of, they kind of get to the belt, like it comes out their swords, like she kind of like pulls them back a little bit, like as some already start to like move forward, and she's like, "Oh, it's so much talking back and forth." He's like, "Explain. Why would you consult with human? Your allies, human." And it's like, he's like, "Oh, only one. Then also, blue human, and elf human, and then bird. There is also bird." And she's like, Hazi doesn't seem the most diplomatic.
The cook doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, Cooper's gonna hide really far upstairs, so they're not gonna go ask Cooper. And she's like, now some more of the people is she's like really now like confused, like some more of them, and they do start moving forward a little bit. And Hazi is like kind of panicking, like taking a step back. But he's like, we know, mean harm. You just want to talk. And he kind of does like raise his hands, like kind of like show that like everything open, and like she kind of orders a guard. It's like, go find if in there. Don't attack. If not, attack back. But find he not lie. And you see, like, they kind of push past him and, like, start, like, entering into the building, like, with them. And you see kind of Shisk, like, walk closer to Hazi and, like, start talking in, like, quieter tones. So you can't, like, make out the rest of what they're saying. But, yeah, so you, Crixil, and you, I guess only you understand it. But, Alte, you also see, like, maybe, like, the remaining, like, 10 of these, or, like, 4 left back with her. Like, kind of, start, like, like, going, like, running into, like, the watchtower with, like, a couple of torches and, like, kind of weapons out.
Yeah, we
He might be Shisk.
What's that? You aiming to
Yeah, I mean, Altair's doing the
have...
very clearly obvious. Also,
okay.
Hands up, don't shoot moment.
Okay. Yeah, so they do kind of come in. None of these seem, to, I'm not sure if any of them speak common, but these ones, you kind of like bark in a rook, like, when they kind of like come up the stairs, to find like the 4 of you up there, and they do. I mean, you understand, so they're like, human, like defender, and they kind of have like their weapons out, and everything. And like everyone's got their hands up. Would you respond?
Yeah, I
Pixel?
was just kind of like, we are not enemies, friends of Hazi. Kind of like, yeah, and on points like outside the window.
He's got a gun. Film. Okay.
I mean, I'll have my pike ready, but I'm not being aggressive.
Okay. Yeah. They look very shocked, like when you answer the look. They look like why you speak our tongue.
Lizards, friend, thought me.
They look a little confused, and they like kind of look where everyone else kind of got their hands up, and Nate's kind of still holding pike, and they're like, make him drop weapon.
Sounds getting real.
Surely you wouldn't make an old man, the private old man.
He's not an old man. He's not an old man.
He looks young now.
He
Damn
looks
it.
young. He looks like a
ruined.
bit of it.
Yeah, I'll say, they do not like the bike. They're cautious.
Hey, I want it right near me still, so I'll just drop it to the floor and I'll be like,
You're
Ready
leaning
to
against the
pick it
wall or something next to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
They can't they start to come gesturing to bring you downstairs, and they kind of start kind of shepherding you towards the stairs down.
Okay. Yeah, I'll answer this.
Oh yeah, and of course they find out.
I'll-
Cooper's like fucking.
I'll
Cooper's like the fish is gonna
bring
burn. The fish kind of just sort of so someone's gonna watch the fish, and they kind of
Put it on low.
put it on low. Yeah, he turns it down.
Works super well with a fucking fire.
You just they had you winch
You
the
look to the
thing so it's
outside of
further
it.
away,
Yeah,
from the
I
flames and
know,
stuff.
it's just funny.
Yeah, it's not quite as easy. But okay, sorry, Nate, you were saying something.
yeah, I want to bring the pike down with me.
Okay, so you go to reach the pike again, when they start shouting at you. I mean, yeah, I don't know if we need to roll initiative because no one is directly, I hope, going to actually do arms. But when he goes to fight, they do a couple walk towards him again with the weapons out, kind of
And they're just gonna do the Jurassic Park thing of
Yeah,
between Nate and the
I'm just,
Nate. It's okay.
yeah,
You won't need
I'm. Are you sure?
No.
Throw out our weapons and then
But I don't
What?
think we have a choice.
throw ourselves into their swords.
Again, we are the ones asking them to take a large risk. This is a show of good faith.
I hope I don't regret this. I'll leave the pike and.
And under my breath, I'll be like, you and me both, man.
Okay. Yeah, so you get shepherded downstairs, and you see as you kind of get marked out, and you see where Shrisk and Hazi are now standing inside, they're still talking, and he's like. My bad explaining. Please wait. Good talk will come. But he's in a books, and you see that the other four guards are sort of look through basically the box and stuff down here just to see if there's anything that
Under the
they,
bombs.
exactly right. It's a profound for the gunpowder. They gotta get out. But yes, but when the lot of you are escorted down by the remaining guards, it's a lot of people now, and it's this not big area, and they kind of she's kind of flanked by a lot of people, and it is it feels a little. Tension is palpable in this room. But then she speaks up in common, and it's actually quite good common, better than Hazi's. So it might not always do it perfectly, but it's clear that she's probably a little bit more comfortable with it than Hazi is. And she says, he says that you maybe have something to explain to me. I have not seen your kind this far in this land. Long time.
She says your kinds, just
She's looking mainly at I mean, you're there, but she's focusing attention on Altair and Nate as the most.
Okay.
It's birds. She's probably the only thing you're sentient.
Yeah. He's
barrel.
over there, squawk in the corner.
With a gun.
Yes, you would be correct. You wouldn't see many of our kind up this direction, this close to the storm. You may call me Altair. This is my friend Nate. And then behind me, this is Johnny, and I'm pointing at Johnny, obviously, and Crixel.
Oh.
And you've already met Hazi.
Yeah, has he gives a smile.
Ooh, this was
We appreciate you being willing to speak with us. We know it is a risk of yours to even talk to our kind. We have bad history, we'll say.
She kind of nods slowly. Like, indeed. My name is Shrisk.
Trisk, we have heard a little bit about you.
Kind of
In
frowns
that...
a little bit. She kind of frowns, like, narrow his eyes like a little bit at this.
Yeah.
But not like the largest, when she gets you heard about
No,
it.
there was another lizard folk we spoke to. Fazil? Is that correct? The actual name? We called him Fazi, but Fazil?
Yeah, or Vasius, I think, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoke with him, and he told us a little bit about you. He was one of the people who was originally here in the tower.
And what happened to him?
He went on his way.
Yeah, she looks like she's giving you, like, the good, sentiment
yeah.
check.
He went on his way.
He did. And that's not a lie, right? Like,
yeah, it's not like, no, it's not like.
Yeah.
She just still, is like, trying to
of
figure
course.
you out.
It may be helpful to give you a little bit of our history.
Please.
The four of us, gesturing to all the non-Hazi party members, basically,
It was like,
come from a small coastal town called Old Salt Reef that was regularly under siege or occasional raids by the lizard folk of Hazi's tribe.
As he kind of nods, yeah, confirmed, yeah. And she kind of, looks at the kind of between the two of you, just like, you're now about like comfort.
We,
Many years.
being the most skilled amongst kind of the people there who were protecting the town, we decided to go try to find out why this was happening, what was going on, and see if we could put a stop to it. While doing so, we met Hazi and learned more about his people. And what was the name of their leader originally of that group?
I probably have it if I look in my notes.
Yeah, I know I did too, but I just lost it. So
Tisgar.
yeah, Tisgar was the leader of his people.
First crew
Hazi
to
explained to us that Tisgar was now coordinating and working very closely with these frog-like scum creatures, which I'm sure you are familiar with now, as Scalethorn has been working with them as well.
Mm.
In when we looked into this, we found that Tisgar was not who he claimed to be. He was not a lizard folk at all. In fact, when we tried to put a stop to him so that his people would stop killing our people, it turned out he was what we call a faceless stalker, a shapeshifter of kind.
Kind of like more like Ugasal.
Yes. Or Ogolthu? Ogolthu? Something like that? I think the actual name right.
Yeah, Gulsu, I think it's like, yeah.
Who is a member of an old, ancient species from before the Eye, who used to basically maintain or control all of these lands, before human, before lizard folk.
Okay, at this, she kind of waits a second to pause, and then you see one of the other, like, what's it called, lizard folk who were with us. There's, like, most of the way, but one of the others who kind of stayed back with, Hazi when they all went upstairs, one of, like, the three she walked with here. She actually looks quite old for lizard folk. It's hard to tell, but you haven't seen many, even when you hear, it's like, skin's got a bit more, like, looseness to it and everything like this. And the one that she's standing with also, they also look like maybe even a little bit older to her. And you hear in her looks, Hazi and Crixel, you understand that she says, these creatures they mention, you've heard of? And then we do, I guess, a knowledge check for them. Okay, they kind of like slowly kind of nod, like not heard term in their language, but heard of creature that hide in skin. That at least is possible. And she kind of like in like she did nod and then in common goes, continue.
What we discovered is that these Olgolthu are trying to reclaim their lands, but they themselves are much less of interested in using their own power, but rather they infiltrate human settlements, Uruxi settlements, and they use us to kill each other. They took over Tisgar's position and used them to continue pushing. And we discovered a very similar thing with Scalethorn. He was working very closely with an even more powerful Algolthu creature, which you may have been heard before called like an aboleth.
Okay, again, she kind of just this one just like turns an eye to
Yeah.
the one next to him. But I guess I'll do a different knowledge check for that. Ooh, okay. This one he actually nods quite like grimly and like, real creature, not common, strange humans know of. And she kind of again turns.
I kind of like turn to like Nate and Johnny in a whisper and be like, "Should I show the Avaleth tentacle?"
Say yes. Yeah.
In the moment, if you're asking, because I'm there as well.
Oh
so.
yeah, sure.
When we discovered this and the close ties that some of the leaders, like Skeletorn, had with the scum, we knew that there was another possibility that either Skeletorn himself had been replaced or was in collusion, working with these other creatures to undermine and, in the long run, try to weaken both human and Dirixi. We went to tried to put a stop to Skeletorn to figure out what was wrong, and that's when we found that he was working directly with this aboleth. And as proof, and I gestured to Crixel
Okay, yeah.
to show the tentacle.
I'll put it down and then after a second, like I'll kick it over towards like their side of the room.
Yeah, they kind of look down at it, and kind of investigate. Out here, as part of this, explaining the speech, have yourself a hero point, is, trying to vision around you before this, and also give me a diplomacy check. As you're making this, big impression upon
public or
people.
blind?
Make impression, I believe.
That's public.
The make impression, it is? I know, there's one which is blind, right? Make impression, I think, is public. There's like one blind one. Yeah, I have information, the secret one, of course.
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
make an impression is public, yes.
So public?
Yes, and anyone who wants to, you haven't really said much, right? No, I don't really think anyone could really aid. I'll say, like, you get a little bit of advantage from, like, the tentacle and everything like that.
That dice roll was laggy as hell for me.
Okay. Yeah, she is, and you're, like, immediately, like, wow, it's amazing. But, she kind of nods grimly, and she's like, you have much to say. And then she, like, because she kind of gestures to another person, like, pick up the tentacle, and they have a look at this. They're like, you. And she kind of frowns, and she kind of like reconsiders, like, say, fighting between human and lizard, work of creature. Human and lizard
In
fight
part.
many.
Yes, and I'm not trying to say that the entire conflict or history between our peoples has been fabricated by this group, but they are pushing it to the edge. They wish for our mutual destruction, because only then can they easily take back over the Sunlands as a whole. So they do that not to try to make one more or less powerful than the other, but to weaken both.
Yeah, okay. She very much is like, looks very deep in thought. And she is like, now you kill Scales on. What's your plan? Following.
So she said, "Now that we killed Skeletorn?" Because
Yeah.
technically, I didn't say that, but I mean, it's fairly
Yeah,
obvious.
kind of,
Yeah. She's kind of reading between lines. Okay,
yeah,
like,
exactly, yeah. He was there with the fish. He's like the dead fish, like.
True, very valid point. No, it's really,
Well, now Scales on gone. If she was there.
yeah, correct. However, we know that the Algolthu will not stop there. They will continue to replace leaders, put other people in place to continue this fighting.
This one you kill. You point to tentacle. This not leader.
We don't know a ton, obviously. I mean, as you are aware, human lives are short by comparison to some. But they are definitely more powerful. Do we still have the compass and the gem? Right, that we could
Yeah.
search?
Yeah.
So,
grab
who
this,
has that? Is that still Crixel?
I have it, maybe.
Or
I mean,
Nate? Do you
I
see it
have
on here?
I think Nate has the someone. I think one of you has like the compass one, and one of you has one that floats.
Yeah,
Nate
I
has the one that
have,
floats still, and I think Crixel's one that was made into a compass.
Okay, yeah. So I just do the one that was made into the compass and show that's like.
Right, Crixel, is that right? I think you do, right?
I
For the
remember.
day,
I know it's on our party for
Wayfinder.
sure. We wouldn't have left that on the
It
boat.
just
or
doesn't
I
whatever.
say
have,
on the sheet, but
But it was this one that was like, was it on the was like a wayfinder? No. Yeah,
No.
right. It was like when you put it on the
We got
wayfinder.
the
Yeah, when you
Wayfinder
put the stone
from,
on the wayfinder, then you could like do it with it, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's
yes,
his
yes.
face?
Yes,
We got
exactly.
it from.
Vesh, more Vesh, yeah.
Yes, Movesh.
Yeah,
So-
but yes, the wayfinder is indeed like kind of connected to the
Yeah.
one, so yeah, you can kind of use
Yep.
it. Yeah, so
So
you kind
show
of
the
get out all the
Wayfinder.
stuff. Yes.
Yep, and just say that while we were originally looking for this, before Skeletor or anything else, we tried to find the origin as some of the lizard folk in Tisgar's group, including Tisgar himself, had these orange Aeon stones that would float about them that would allow them to communicate with the scum. What we were able to do is, by use of this device, we can find out kind of to a degree where some of those orders are coming from. But we didn't have the skills or ship careful enough to be able to sail because it was towards the eye of the storm. So there is.
He has like one of the people, by the way, like the older one, like looking at the equipment, and like studying
Yep.
it, you know.
So I just want to say, by the way, just be fully transparent. Please be careful with that. It does have a way to affect the mind and kind of leave you slightly debilitated. It shouldn't be
Yeah, the
permanent.
one who was looking at like place it down like on like
Yeah,
one of the
I
crates,
just-
you know, and like studies it without touching it, kind of thing.
I just didn't want you to think that we were trying to harm anyone. Again, this is just something we've learned, and we are trying to be open with you. There are more creatures out there, and we don't know how many, because how many other of these faithful stalkers could be replacing humans, Iruxi, and others, pushing for this war. So we won't be done until we can find and put an end to it. But in order to do that, we can't have both of our peoples continually fighting forever. If anything, like Hazi has and us, we feel that even if it's just a ceasefire, right? We put our differences aside for this common enemy who sees nothing or wants nothing but our mutual destruction.
Yeah. She kind of like nods slowly at your words. She's already like Chaos on, very eager for pushing further south, more battles, more fights. I already go to him to speak about. Now we took back our old land. Want to hold, not more, my people. If truce with you impossible after this done. And she kind of nods, like already what I want.
I won't lie, it will be difficult, right? We do not speak for all human settlements. And there will be bad blood.
She kind of nods, like, no, some people places to south. Where you? No, she kind of found you say you from small village only.
Correct.
She thinks human will fight back over, and then she said like a name of a place, and like did you? Guessing it's like Naruba, right? Like from
Yeah.
the information,
Yep.
but yeah, just like another word in Uruk, and she's like humans will fight back. I know, many
Yes,
times
it
in
is-
the past.
It is very likely, yes. Because I highly doubt that any of the humans who lived in what we would call Naruma, and I tried to repeat as close as I can to what she called it.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
They, right, the history is short. They do not know that it once belonged to your people. And that it could be their ancestors' who took that. I don't know when that timeline happened, right? But it's so long ago that no one there knows. It is.
Will be
So
much
they
anger.
just see that as they're being attacked. They're as the Iruxi are the aggressors. When in reality you're trying to reclaim your lands. It's a complicated history and a complicated matter that humans can be short-tempered. So yes, they will likely try to reclaim it. We can try to talk to them, but again, we do not speak for them all, and cannot promise that. But we can make it our goal to continue working with different human settlements to try to put a stop to this.
She kind of like considers this, and then
We do not know situation in the city. Had to leave quickly after what we had done. We hope Scalethorn's, kind of think for a second, betrayal is obvious, but perhaps hidden. That's why we come to you.
There may be some who are close to Scalethorn who would try to obfuscate or hide that the Aboleth was there and their involvement, and rather make it look like it was just
That's
a
the
human
con.
assassination, right? We wanted to make sure that you understood while we did kill him and the Aboleth, it was not to try to worsen the relationship or stop it, but to rather to try to get the ones behind the whole thing. And if Skelthorn, as he was working with the Aboleth and the Algolthu, he was no ally of the Ruxi.
I see what you say. Not sure what. Not sure. We'll have to go city, see what lays, who is taking control. It's like without Scales on, he was bringing a lot together. Without him, I might be able to control myself.
And most importantly, as you may already know, you cannot trust the scum.
You kind of not really already not work with them. Only need for strength.
Yes. And that's I understood that's how a majority of the Uruxi felt.
Think now, if kind of squints will not give back Numa, but if agree to keep now in ceasefire, then think many lizard, not one fight more south. Do not think we'll follow scum. Not without leader pushing for it.
Right.
If you say you stop or try stop human, take back Numa, then I try stop lizard go further south.
Okay.
Yeah. She kind of looks a bit just content with the way you just agree pretty badly.
Cool.
She's like, what will you do?
We need
How
to head
did you stop?
south. Find out more about what the other human settlements are intending. Try to convince them the way we've tried to convince you of what's really been happening.
I think most villages will be happy that there's no more threat.
Should we stay here for a while to maybe get a grasp on the situation in the city? Maybe when Shrisk enters the city and
I mean, I
basically-
think maybe what is best, right, is time is of the essence. As many days pass, is more and more likely that the humans will retaliate, right, on Aruma. So we need to get south as soon as possible. Maybe what we can do is, if Hazi here is willing, he can kind of be the mediator between us. Right? He can tell you where his people are. You can send an envoy or message to him. He knows how to contact us. As I know that our village is willing to and working towards some form, not just of a ceasefire, but almost a partnership with Hazi and his people. But it will take time because there is old bad blood there. But the way you, right, it's their interactions, the fact that history exists, the only way to turn that around is by gradually improving things. Showing people that humans or Ruxi, regardless of which side you're on, can be trusted and can work together. So that it will not happen overnight, but it can happen.
Learned is possible.
She kind of like you are strange group. Not many humans think like this. but guess many you not human. Only one. She kind of pointed to it.
2. Because technically Cooper.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cooper's just like, I'm checking. He went
Same
up to check
thing.
on the fish. He just
He's not human,
random.
he's
He was like, smelled that. He kind of like went upstairs like 5 minutes ago. You know, they're like,
Yeah,
alright.
Half man, half fish.
But no, she's like, think makes sense. Have him. She kind of points at Hazy. But then, at least then, rest of lizards, I have under me. No other lizard also agree. Helps.
Sounds agreeable to us.
Yeah. Nod slowly. Then I try figure out what happened here, and try to make sure not rash decision made.
Thank
Give me
you for
a
hearing
one
us
more
out.
diplomacy check,
Okay.
as well, just at the end of that. So you know, so I know roughly the way it leaves. Oh, well, that's a pretty important role. Yeah, she seems, very sort of like content, and she kind of think more human and maybe more lizard like me. Long ago, maybe we not have a situation like this today.
Agreed. Cooler heads can prevail,
Let us
but
hope.
it takes more and more of the cooler heads to prevail over the ones who are less cool.
That's
Indeed, easier to
that's
make a
what I'm
bad decision than a good one.
And one
Yeah.
bad or aggressive decision can undo years of careful planning and diplomacy.
Indeed.
So we will try to hold off any of those from happening again.
We'll do best.
Can I
Looks like we
try
consider it.
and get a sense of like what the other lizards, if first of all, if anybody like
Yeah,
understands what's
yeah.
happening, or and what their
Yeah.
like attitude is towards this?
Yeah. So in general, you can see the one that is
big
like kind
guy
of
at the
her
front.
advisor, exactly. Like the one who's like kind of her advisor, like not the big brother, but like the even older one. They seem to have like been following it somewhat. They seem to also like even when like she mentioned to like take a look at the stuff. They'd already almost started. Like they kind of knew already the vibe. She didn't really explain too much. You see, most of the other lizards are like not don't seem to be following at all. Like they
Probably
like,
don't speak
they kind of get this, yeah, exactly. They kind of get the sense of like the vibe, and here they are looking like a little more relaxed, like not quite weapon, but it's still like a very unsure. But it's very hard to know how they would take the actual decisions, the outcome of the meeting, because that they don't seem to be able to like really understand.
Okay, and then the elder that does understand, do you get the sense that he
me
seemingly
a
like in the
perception
same
check.
vibe?
Yeah, give me a perception.
As, yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, you had to study some of like the Rooksy kind of features when you were learning the language, so you kind of like feel like you were more honest with the vibe left, and maybe some of it also tone from when they were talking to each other in the Rooks about the item. They seem more concerned, especially in the mention of the Aboleth. When there was like the Gulasu, maybe they just weren't familiar with that term or whatever. But when you describe like the giant fish and the Aboleth, that seemed to really kind of scare them a little bit, like almost more than it did you, like when you kind of did it. So since then, they've kind of almost been focusing more on that aspect, and like they're kind of focused a lot on like the equipment you gave them, and not so much on the conversation actually. So maybe they still seem like they don't seem very against what you're saying, but they seem almost like ambivalent about it
You guys
compared
are
to the
missing
other
the bigger
vet-
deal here.
Exactly, like he's like, what the fuck? You have like a composite of points for like some shit. Like you have like these, which reminds you, who fucking cares about this? You know what I mean?
Conspiracy
Like
or-
exactly, not quite.
Yeah,
Like not caring about it, but definitely they seem a little bit more ambivalent compared to what you've explained to them previously.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and the rest don't seem to. Yeah, so sorry, but then yes, she after your final check, yes, she seemed very content. It's like I'm not going to lie, it will be difficult to explain to many lizard, but we'll take slow, and at least for now focus more on not needing more violence now we have won, and to be happy with what we have done and not always need more. From there, hopefully over time, we'll be able to have its lead to understanding. Be nice.
Yeah, you're actually nodding.
And
Thank you, Trisk.
yeah.
And I kind of do like almost like a bow type thing.
And she like kind of inclines her head back, and she is like, "You leave now. She kind of looks like she doesn't. She probably seems like she's like she kind of like when she does. She kind of mentions like she kind of looks a little bit around. She have a lizard. Maybe she's kind of implying they it probably will be easier. When you're not there.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yes, I think we will head out immediately. The sooner that we go, the better.
What
But
about the
must have some way to contact each other. You describe at least where. Send messenger, and she kind of looks towards like Hazzy. Hazzy looks a little like scared, to like this is where my little tribe is, big warlord potentially, but
Yeah.
Hazzy also understands probably some level of trust is needed, and yeah, he briefly describes this area of the land, if needed.
Now we need to retrain Hazzy to be a diplomat.
Yeah, Hazzy not got any charisma, please no. Can't be trained
Liar,
stats, not in thing. But no, she also mentioned she'll suggest just in urgent can also find way to use magic. Maybe send message. Hopefully not need send on foot. That take long and difficult.
Agreed.
Good. Then I hope good fortune in keeping human civil.
And to you and your people as well.
Yeah, good luck to you.
She kind of nods, and then she kind of says something to Rook. She's like, "Let them leave." And she kind of says, especially the ones that are five kind of in front of the doorway, and they look like a little unsure because obviously they haven't been following the conversation too much. And one of them is like, "But human," and then she's like, "Don't question, do say." And they're like, all right, and they do seem to respect her a lot, but they of course these are her envoy, right? So of course they're some of the most loyal, and they get out the way pretty quickly after she snaps a little bit at them. And yeah, your way is clear. Cooper's like, I can get the pan though, right? This is my best pan.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go grab his pike and some things up above. Is that okay?
Oh, okay. Oh, she's like,
I can take that.
you zip line out. She's like, of course, just not too long.
Of course.
Cool.
Yeah, I can jump out of the window.
We'll just quickly collect our things and then
She's like, my comment must be shaky. And she she kind of watches you head upstairs. Cooper's running to turn off the fire.
We can leave the fish too, right?
Turn off.
That's true.
out.
Cooper plates it out on one of the tin plates. He's like, I have plenty of those. Kind of leaves it on next to the fireplace.
Nice.
Do you want to try to take the zipline out, or do you go down the stairs?
Just be a bad
At least one
gesture.
person should. Maybe the guy with
You do the holding the gun between your hands, right? The gun is when you slide down.
Yeah.
How far do I get before the rope breaks?
Did you try?
I try.
Good worse.
It's really sturdy. It's actually hit well. It's very taut, almost as a triangle when you hit it. And you shoom down. You do a little roll at the bottom, of course, right? To keep the momentum and pop to your feet. It's
to
very
look
cool.
backwards, I'm like, no one will ever.
Have some panache.
Yeah.
Wait a second, do you want to attack that? Nah, unlucky.
Actually, no, guys, yeah.
You can have a hero point. That's very heroic. No one there to see it.
Thank you.
Okay, and then the rest of you guys head down the stairs normally, and she does give another nod and as you go. And as you kind of I guess you all kind of head out, give yourself 50 feet. Hazzy Cooper is like, coming well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seemed pretty a lot less warlike than I'd expected. But
She's far more clear-headed.
although she did just not just her, but Navuma, right? I mean, I've never been there, but the lizard folk are now. I mean, that's all them now.
And they do
I'll
currently
see.
have control, yes.
Hey, good luck with the humans
I
keeping
know.
cooler heads out there. I
Yep.
would like to.
It's not like our problems are getting any smaller or easier.
But at least.
Too late now. Cannot revive those fallen. Might as well.
Just try to come to an agreement where maybe both peoples can live there, or maybe we can create new Nuruma with blackjack and
The new
hookers.
state, yes.
New
that always
room.
works.
Yeah,
New
Nuruma.
Nuruma.
A little bit
Or more-
south-
What about
west.
more Nuruma?
Maybe
What about
maybe
more
closer to
Nuruma?
where Nuruma
We
actually
need-
is
we
on the
need,
map
That's
than
true,
it is in this
could
world, you know?
do that, yeah. It's alternate universe.
So, Altair, you're such a talker. Um,
Right.
what were you doing before your adventuring career? I don't really remember what you said. Do you?
That makes
Do
two
you
of us, my
remember?
friend. That makes two of us.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
I don't.
You should always be doing the lie checks on your lines out there.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
If no one questions it,
You,
right?
you
Like,
might have been some. You might have been some sort of a politician or something with the way you handled that.
I doubt that.
Indeed.
I've
Yes,
learned
yeah.
some of the skills that I had translate better or worse from whatever my previous life was like.
As politicians don't have much need for daggers.
True.
The paths.
And if I'm being honest, I'd rather trust this. I'm just gonna,
Mm.
gesture towards my rapier. I
But
feel more
maybe
comfortable there than I do
there's
in the
magic.
public arena.
I mean, pirate politicians. You know.
There's that pirate. What is the thing? What is it actually called in the Shackles? The Pirate
What?
Council? Is that what it's actually
Yeah, the
called?
Pirate
or-
Council. Yeah, this is the Pirate
Okay,
Council.
Mm.
he has a Hurricane
That-
Queen as
no.
well.
Zero,
Okay.
yeah, no interest in that.
Maybe not anymore, huh?
Johnny,
I don't think I ever did, but who knows?
Johnny, do you think there is magic that's
Where?
yeah.
What's
It-
Does magic exist? That's out there, remember?
Crick, so
Probably.
we've talked about this before. That
I don't
there
know.
might be something, but I'm also a little
I don't
afraid
think
to
I can
learn
help
about
him
my previous
with his
life.
issue. You know, I think that goes deeper than that, bro.
Maybe.
Deeper?
Yeah.
You know,
Why?
man.
I don't know.
Maybe. Are you
it's a
suggesting that
feeling
I'm
I get, you know?
suppressing the memories?
No.
Oh.
Not. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I'm saying that could be very true. I don't know,
Sure. Possible.
but
Maybe
It's something that-
unconsciously, you know. I don't
right,
think magic can help with that. Because
sure.
magic is, mainly goes for,
I mean,
things
magic
above
can solve all
board.
problems, right? That's the key to magic.
Exactly,
It does
exactly.
I
everything.
mean, maybe.
This
I don't know
doesn't
all
make
magic.
sense. You're strong, right? So why run
I
away?
mean, anything but strong.
Yes,
I point
not
to my
very,
weak
Look at
arms,
this, bro.
10 strength.
not very good at arm wrestling.
No, not my forte. I don't know where all these skills came from. I'm glad I have them. But
so are we.
I don't know what they say about the person I once was.
Do not understand. Tengu is all about journey of life. Where you start and where you make your nest. Why do you not want to know where your nest was?
I guess I look at it slightly different, right? It's about the journey. It's not necessarily where you came from, where you started, or where you want to end up. It's the journey before the destination or the origin.
But you're already underway. And do
Right.
not know it.
So I'm in the middle. Enjoy the journey.
Do not understand.
That's okay.
I mean, you shouldn't be worried about your past. I mean, you're a good man now. I guess you were a good man back then. People don't really change.
That's the
hope you're
reincarnated person.
I say, looking at my red mantis background,
Wait.
or mantis scion.
Wait a minute.
With the loyal follower of whatever is 60 Shackles or whatever.
Okay, I'm just gonna do a bathroom sec, so if anyone else needs to be time.
Ah, but we just finished. This
Yeah.
pizza shit.
Break.
Yeah, let's see if I can find something to snack on.
Oh, snack,
I should get some
snack.
stuff too. I actually have lots of snacks lately. I just barely picked up a ton. But I'll be back. Tom, entertain a chat.
Yay, hello, bye. I don't know, man. Fuck. Entertain nobody. That's not hard. one viewer. Nobody in chat. What a sad day.
Ja, vi vet hvor ikke så er reklame, så lav.
Ja, this is the banger. Ela é uma de pá, né? Mas
Det er ad break.
é por aí. Faz bezerra.
Pozno je, trujem si preći se čuo.
Ja, mislim da će. Ist tak Zeit lang. Ja, ich habe seine Schicht.
Точно спомнити писар. Ай.
Niet fijn. Plak per sneeuw geworden.
Nešto.
De fun.
Ja, bi šel z avtom, ne bom šel z avtom. Tako.
Ja, šta je, ko sneg hoditi. Tak fajn poka pod nogami.
To pa res nimam pol vesela se. Uno, 7 zjutraj, pa v 8, ko se vsi izlučili v ponedeljek. Grejo na šiht.
Ja, maar je is... Ja. Spoiler die najbolj fajn.
No, pa se ti se pa... Oziroma se... Oziroma nekdaj štaviš ti, če imaš med tednom. Mislim, če pa popoldne.
Popoldne, popoldanih.
What are you? This isn't real language.
Language is more real than you.
Yeah?
Guten Tag.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's out of a left field. Oof.
That's some hate crime.
You're
Yeah, I mean- We need to learn some more languages for the podcast, for the stream, right?
So that we can
Maybe get
double
Maybe
live.
get more viewers if you guys speak more languages. Is that it?
No,
Probably.
to confuse Ian.
Oh, sure, yeah.
I do get confused very easily.
Tak.
Not so good.
Tusen tak.
Tusen tag. Det var så.
What are you guys gonna play now on
Thousand
stream
thanks.
after finishing balls?
Yeah. How do you know, Jack?
Keep going with the A to Z.
How far are you?
Now you got to do a Dark Urge
Belveth.
run now.
I mean, it's a ways
Pretty
in.
close.
Elveth? I mean, there is a lot of 8 champions, isn't there?
Yeah, I think we were 14 in or something like that.
That's
Of like
still-
100 and something now.
150 or something, yeah.
I mean,
Good luck.
close.
I
mean,
mean, it's pretty
well-
good. I think most we've got like 1 champion on 3, and most are like 2 and 1.
It's not
Oh
bad,
yeah, and one was like 7, but we don't talk about
Yeah.
that one.
Which one was that one?
Which one was that?
Aphelios Yorick, I think.
I mean,
Doesn't even sound that bad. Doesn't even
You
sound that
think
bad.
that because of it's an 80 carry that it would be easy, but
But
Yeah.
Phileas fucking
And York
sucks.
at least has like a cage, right? Like,
Yeah, it's
and
really not that good,
slows
the
and-
cage.
I mean,
You'd be
it was,
surprised.
Who was the 80 carry? Who was the
I
affiliate?
don't want to talk about it.
Oh, this is Jacko. This is
Yeah, of
Jacko going A.
Yeah.
Oy, that's.
I got so tilted.
I
by,
think Yumi took 6. That's also
Yes.
embarrassing. Holy shit.
Really?
And Nivea Zack was an actual hard one. I remember that one. Yeah.
Mm,
I mean,
that-
Anna Uni were bad, but that was when they had changed Yumi to do like the attacks
Oh,
to be
yeah.
steroid and like remove all the other shit. So then she was only
works
good
with
with
an
like
AD.
with AD. Like,
Also,
I mean,
crazy to
what's
see
the actual
Zach
thing
mid
that's
lane
saying?
happen
oh,
in
is
the
that midline
LCS.
now?
Yeah.
Wow, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a
what's
big
the
every now and
actual-
then,
Thing that you're doing with this stream? What exactly?
We go. I started Z, and I go
Yeah?
from Z to A, and Jack starts A and goes A to Z, and we just played those
but
champs
do
together.
a lane boss.
We just
Spins
duo lane.
alphabetically.
So,
duo
So,
lane
for
bot
instance, the first one is he plays Aatrox, I play Zyra, and we're like both bot lane, and we just take
And
we
we
go
go
through the
until we
entire
win.
list.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have to win with each combination. Yes.
Oh, okay, you have to win. And
You have to win in ranked.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
For
Hey,
some
maybe
reason.
we
This is
should
why
do
we
that.
get banned.
We should try that.
Why?
You know, just so we get banked.
God, the LP
Just so we
loss
can-
is real.
I mean, you'd be so really, it's not that
I mean,
bad.
I guess if you're
it's
already in
about-
Wood League, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the
That's
real
a
scary thing is like,
little-
what if you actually tried? What if you played the best like good combos every game? You know, from that we fucking.
Well, it
That's
depends.
right.
Is
And
that
what's the
Jacko on
rank?
Zaya? Because if so, it's terrible.
I've learned, man.
Wow.
Which rank?
My last
are you
Lion
guys?
game.
Have you played this season yet?
Did we play one game? No, I don't think we played any games.
No.
Yet, right?
Yeah, the
No,
new
like the
bot
new
lane
map and stuff,
nightmare
yeah.
But
scenario.
now we finished Bowser's Gate. Oh, we're ready too, right? Oh, baby.
That new bot lane is just a fucking nightmare.
It's really imbalanced, right? Like red side is like fucked because they just
Really?
get ganked all the time.
I don't know, man. It's
Yeah,
easier to
that's-
gank now, but you
Outside
still take a
gets
tower
ganked,
shot.
man.
You take a tower shot to get to them, though. I think
Okay,
if you
okay.
go from
Yeah.
behind thing, you take
Yeah,
a
because
one
in
tower shot.
competitive, like where you can coordinate it, it's fucked. But maybe in solo queue it's less so.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I got very. We got a. I was playing a bot lane game. I don't know. At some point, and like Zin just kind of came, but we were fighting in like the center of the lane, and there was suddenly it was an enemy Zin jungle behind me, and just
Like
jumped
right
on me.
behind you. Yeah, that's.
Basically, I
What do
just
you
came
do
because
with
I wasn't. My cam wasn't on that part.
The last game I played yesterday, I think, or was it like I think yesterday? I got ganked like the top lane, the TP bot, right? And then they
Mhm.
pushed 3 towers, like all the 3 towers.
What? And no one came to help you?
No,
It's unlucky.
but not even my support. I was alone as Ezreal against all 5 with Rift Herald.
Yeah, at that point, just open bot, I guess.
It's quite interesting. The
Yeah.
game is quite interesting. Like right now with the whole different terrain thing. I
I'm
like
watching
it, to be honest.
somebody see
I like the terrains. I like the
the
terrains.
Rift Herald, where you can like get
Most
in the
of them.
Rift Herald and like Tokyo drift
steer
around.
it.
That's pretty fun.
Yeah, like the first time you see it, it's gonna fuck you up because like the area to click on it is so massive. The first time I had it in the game, we were red side, on the top side. He goes on. I'm like going from blue buff to there. I'm just like clicking on the lane, right? Not looking where I'm clicking. And suddenly, like I'm charging to go onto the thing, and it's running straight into the wall, parallel into the lane instead of the tower. It's like, what the fuck's happened?
That's fun.
You can do some drifting, but like if you can do it, like is you go in, rush it, click on it again. You could just charge again.
Now you go
Tower.
back
Now,
as well.
if you kill-
like
if you
after
kill
you
a
kill a
ta-
tower, you can just go back into your own side.
Yeah, if you kill a tower, it gets another charge for you to jump in.
Yeah, that's
So you
very-
could just like hit the tower, jump back in, and just like gonna fuck up somewhere else. To be honest,
It's like a Cyanals.
pretty much.
Crazy shit.
Like it's.
It also doesn't do like an AoE stun when it hits the tower as well.
Oh, if you
Champions around.
if you hit a champion on the way, they get knocked up.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
It's like it
Kinda
knocks
cool.
you once you jump out. It like knocks you something plus your auto attack distance away. So you're not like right there.
What is that sound?
I'm squeezing some
Those are
muscles so that I
shits.
can see.
Seriously, I was like,
Is everyone okay?
I think the bottle's empty. So
Everybody okay? Right.
For fuck's
Oh,
sake.
sure. Play some session.
Yes, we should play.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly,
Go.
exactly. Okay.
You're fucking out.
So you head out, and I guess you start heading back towards your ship. You should get there. It'll be dark by the time you get back. It's like already like starts sun to go down, but it's not too late. You think you'll be able to get back. So you start and it takes a couple of hours. You walking. It's a light drizzle today. It's not nothing like the storm you had yesterday, but you eventually make it back to the ship, and it is where you left it previously. And Cooper's like, "Whoa, that's a lot of excitement for the past couple of days now. For some smooth sailing, I'm sure, right?"
Smooth
Mm.
sailing.
Smooth sailing. No dangers at all on this ocean.
Mhm.
Look back at
Nothing could go wrong, right?
Nothing could go wrong. No random
Right.
carnivals at all, I'm sure.
Human skills.
Mm.
Nate, you got a handle on that wheel yet? Or no?
Yeah. Leg. A peg leg.
Lag?
You got a leg on that wheel. I don't think that's gonna help. Okay.
I thought you were calling
Yeah.
lag. Oh, Jesus Christ. I thought you were calling lag. Like you couldn't.
You can take some
shit.
off work, yeah?
I don't know. It's mostly I don't have to do much tomorrow, so maybe stuff that.
Good day to take it off then. Alright. Yes, you just do anything in the night, or you get ready to go to bed?
I guess we go to sleep before.
Yeah, exactly. Just checking your
And,
motivations. But yeah, you had a lot of talking through the day. Maybe a good relaxation period. That would make sense.
Yeah.
One wanting to chill with evening. Cooper. Get some celebratory rum. Mix it with some seawater to make it be nice salty alcoholic drink. It's delicious. It's a little bit. You had a little bit of you had a little bit of seawater, but mostly fresh water. Just a little bit to get that salty hit.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So he calls it a.
Only got slightly nauseous.
Slightly nauseous. Yeah, it's good. It's good for you to drink a little bit of seawater every so often. He explains. There's a lot of valuable nutrients. So yeah, so you'll have a little drink, to celebrate a little bit from the success and not being killed.
So his famous soup had just salt water in it, not the other room of the ingredients.
I don't know what you're referring to, Nate. I don't know what you're referring to. I don't know what you
Oh, this was out of character, of course.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see how it is. Okay, yeah, and then you have some sleep. The night passes. Quietly is a strong word because of the rain, but it passes without any dangers, at least your perception. And morning arrives, and it's almost a bit clear even. I'll turn off the rain.
Nice.
How do I turn off the rain? Update this. I mean, there's still some clouds I'll put on, but a little bit of cloud is nice.
Too dark.
Bottle worked well.
Oh, too dark. Okay, let me brighten it up in here as the day comes.
The drawing map.
Yeah. Some clouds.
Yeah,
but
go
the
Go in the ocean.
Close the
Just be
drawing
on the
map,
ocean.
alright?
Be on the ocean. You're gonna be on the empty ocean. There you go.
Oh,
the
there you go.
sun's not blinding.
The
I own a
seagulls.
token.
Yeah. Oh, you can't see anything?
I mean, I can't see. I can see the. Just can't
All
move
there is
around.
literally is an ocean. There's nothing.
Oh, yeah,
else.
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
And
You
the
see
game
the
is
ocean.
full.
Do you see it moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's animated.
I was going to
No,
say,
it is
that
a
I'm not
boat.
there. It
Yeah.
was not a boat because otherwise, Altair
You're
does
not
not go in
there.
the
There's
ocean.
not a boat. You don't go in the ocean. Yawn. Okay, there's
Nope.
your little boat. Is that your boat? It looks bigger than this, maybe.
Maybe once you remember
No,
you
that
know
looks
how
right.
to
That
swim.
looks right.
What fucking doesn't?
Oh, here is the boat.
It looks huge. You have a boat this big? Crazy shit.
It's tiny.
Yeah, look, I don't know. No, look, when you get on there, look, you can hold all four of you plus Cooper comfortably.
Oh yeah, that makes it very big. Yeah.
Comfortable, yeah.
Comfortably. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong button. 1 second. Okay, so yes, you set off, and yes, I imagine you're wanting
And
just to
Hazi,
sail back
right?
home. Yeah, and Hazi. Yeah, it's a little cramped. I mean, I'll lie when I said it wasn't cramped.
You lie?
Yeah, I did lie, but
Wow.
it always has to be going upward. Well,
Lying
that's where
again.
it fits on the map better. Look at that space. Look
Is
how much
that true?
space you have. I mean, Cooper's
Yeah.
below the deck, so you don't even worry about him. As
Beautiful.
he is above the deck. Yeah, look at that. Easily enough space for everybody. Alright. Yes, a new start. The day's travel back down there. Oh my god, I haven't had to calculate distances for so fucking long. Holy shit, okay. Wait a second.
I wanna, while traveling, I wanna have a conspiratorially talk with the four of us. Like down in the hole or whatever.
Okay. Cooper's like, so I better wanna fuck off upstairs, huh? What's the ship gonna do? Crash? So no one's holding the fucking, no one's holding the ship.
Oh, thanks for a cake, Cooper.
I guess I'll tie the wheel to the mast so it won't spin.
We go to mass. I'm feeling so nauseous.
So that
Feeling
as
so
one
nauseous.
starts to go, they both go. Got it.
I'll quickly say like, so we maybe solves lizard conflicts. Asked Hazi what he wanted to do. Invited him to join the ship, maybe. What do you think?
I mean,
He has proven to be very very nice and useful.
I'd always be fine with that, but I do wonder if he would be better served still leading his people.
He says he's not much of a leader.
Yes, but well,
Does not want it.
do they have?
Right. We all do things we don't want, though.
We do?
I mean, I think so.
Wouldn't you
Not
be
me.
better
I mean, I
doing?
don't always want to be sneaking around and trying to assassinate leaders of rival tribes, and
Yeah, but
it's
Cheers.
something
Good.
that we need to do.
a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do sometimes.
Right. And that's what I'm just.
What are we doing?
That's what I mean about Hazi, right? Is that if he is not there to lead his people, whether he feels he is good at it or not, is there another who would perform the task as well as he has?
Yes, he says his second, Nalrash. Good leader.
Okay.
I've not met,
And
but maybe.
are they as level-headed and understanding and trustworthy as Hazi? If so, great. Like, again, I would never say no to having Hazi part of the crew. He's proven himself time and again.
I feel bad.
Agree.
If,
But he should do what he feels.
yes, if only decision is to do what is most right, we should not leave our town. In journey, we should have been defending
What?
closer.
If we're trying to do the most amount of good? What?
Our travels into jungle or trade routes did not help Old Salt Reef. It was for us.
I mean, even if we want to help also Reef, we need to. I mean, we can't wage the war basically, but we were doing without income and right.
Yes, there are benefits. I want to keep on sailing, but Azi should have same choice.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. I mean, we are not forcing him to join.
And scripting him.
Okay.
Okay. And then, yeah, the days of travel go by in a blaze of, wind and rain and salt water lashing against the skin and the hull of the boat, and potentially a random encounter. Let's see. It's been a while, so what's the odds to worse? It's still pretty dangerous area. D4, see who rolls. Johnny,
Could I-
be good.
During travels, could I, as Hazi do, like maybe do 50-50 split on my duties as crew so I can retrain a little bit?
Who's covering your shift? Have you spoken with your manager? Nate? Has he requested time off, half shift? He's got to clock in. He's going to lose his salary.
Hazi can fill in for me.
I think
Wait, did he get a salary?
Yeah, but it's for the
Guys are getting
trusty.
paid.
Nate says that first mate can take that decision.
Who's the first
Wait,
mate?
who's first mate again?
We have first mate.
Who's the
That
first
is
mate?
Crystal, I'm pretty sure.
Crystal's the first mate.
Yeah,
Oh, Crystal promotion?
Made a huge mistake.
Oh yeah, you've hired me. He's your
Hey, it was
first mate.
great. Came
First
with a
day.
new title and double the salary of
Oh wow.
It was just 0, okay.
Exactly.
We should do it. But I mean, imagine you make a third mate and then he's immediately like, "All right, well then I'm out of here." Like I'm taking this week off.
Yeah, right. If I'm in charge of the scheduling, yeah, I'm good.
Man. Okay, yes, I needed just. It was full. I forget, right? I'm just trying to remember how many people it was. It was just one and then 3 crew, right? But you were able to do this one just yourselves. I could remember. Trying to see if I can remember the document. Here it is. Yeah. And you have a. What do you have? It's like a shitty one, right? What is this?
It was just
The
above the
Purge.
genie.
Oh, but I didn't write down what it actually was. 1 pilot, 3 crew. Oh, it says a crew in the page. Nice.
Didn't-
Okay, yeah. So you have. Hazzy says, "All right, I take over. What do you do on boat?"
Simple. You don't need
Explain.
training.
Explain what.
You listen to the
Nate
call
shouts.
outs from the captain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do what he's saying.
Pull
Good.
the mast to the left. Like,
Had
try
job,
this, do this.
had job much like that in past. Good. Alright, so yeah, so you wanna you splitting 50-50? So if you
Yeah, I
want,
don't want to be an asshole about it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so you can mark on a couple more days down at that time, I guess, showing this.
3 days is that? So 3
days,
days total.
oh.
I mean, like with the day before.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay, and yes, let's and then Johnny, give me that random check, random encounter. Just a D20.
Fuck.
High number means count them over in my world.
Mm.
It's high enough, it's high enough. Okay, on the... Let's see which day. It doesn't really matter. I'll just roll a d5.
So where you
On the
suddenly notice that the
third
ocean
day.
is a
Is it?
mimic.
Can you imagine? No, I found a creature that looks really fucking cool.
Terrifying.
It's like that thing that I saw a bunch of people do where it's like, the room is a mimic. Keep expanding it. The whole castle's a mimic. The town's a mimic.
The world is a mimic.
Okay, so you are heading south.
Yeah, we're
Actually, I'm gonna move you
kind of like
south on
glued
this map.
down to the earth if you think about it.
Oh,
That's
Earth is
followed
a
by-
mimic?
Oh,
The
God.
world is a mimic?
I didn't really mean to make your characters go upside down, but
The world is a mimic.
maybe I can make it so it's only this.
Ba-da.
Ship's going this way now. Make sure, put
Oh,
yourself where
shit.
you would be on the map, I guess. So you're like,
God.
are you below deck or are you on deck?
Why are dogs so...
Has to be
Turned.
on deck.
Just your
Me?
focus turned, actually.
I'm supposed to be here,
I'm,
right?
I'm aiming at stuff like in the distance.
You're just like, yeah. What do you be
Hard is
training for
also
out of
turned.
interest, Jacko?
I mean, I'm a gunslinger. I gotta do the fake out.
Ah, you gotta do the fake out, huh? Can everyone shut their eyes for 1 second before I got like drag something onto this map and I don't think I can choose it to become invisible?
Fine.
Okay, cool. Man,
Is
this
it
poor
cool?
ship. This poor
You can-
ship.
Cool
So everyone,
looking?
yeah, really
I
cool.
think you can
You
turn
can
it
open your
onto
eyes
the
now, it's
gray
fine.
area, right?
Oh, that's an interesting thing. I think I don't have any grey area on this map.
Oh, this
I don't have
one's-
any padding percentage.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any. I put it there. Okay, yeah, so you were going along. I mean, we initially just need to roll initiative because it's hiding until it gets a self check. So you're just going on. It's a nice day right now. It's about let's say. Oh, I got to make some days go. So 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. It's quite early in the morning. It's about like 10:30. So people are still full of piss and vinegar. Or is that the saying? And
I hate that saying so much.
you don't like being full of piss? That
So
isn't the
what?
saying, is it? Is
No,
that the
it'd be,
saying?
be full of piss and vinegar. It's supposed to be like you're joyful, you're excitable, right? Like
Full of piss.
Yeah.
I'm so happy when I'm full of piss. Yeah.
exactly.
Because
like,
of the drag
ooh,
clouds, I guess.
But is
Oh,
this
that
use
piss and
pathfinding button a
vinegar,
new
like,
thing, by the way?
Those are two
I
things
think so,
that are
yeah.
terrible.
What it
is
means?
this?
I don't know.
It's an old English saying.
There's lighting
I
controls. I can probably
drink
maybe
and I know
draw some
things.
light or something, I guess. Drink and you know things? Oh no, wait, use pathfinding is everywhere. Yeah, wait, what the fuck? Use pathfinding boundary.
Yeah,
I'll
but
figure it out.
I did notice a button. But...
Oh, wait a second. Oh no, you can do that anyways. Never mind. What? What is this?
Hmm. We'll figure it out sometime.
This
We'll
one.
figure it out.
Automatically route around walls to make navigating twisty corners easier for players. So you can kind of drag your token and say you would want to go here, and it'll like make.
Oh
you go
my
back
god, that's
around the wall,
amazing.
Whatever.
Hmm. That's cool.
Alright,
There's so many times I
Pixel-
tried to drag token to a point and all
You know,
this
it's
along
Pixel,
the
you
way.
are not- I'm
Oh.
afraid you cannot say you're training by aiming stuff in the distance. You're using stealth, Pixel. That's like the definition of perception. You're just not avoiding notice.
Oh,
You're not avoiding
sorry.
notice.
Yeah,
and
I
activation
didn't mean
activity,
to,
you
but it's the
silly
same.
goose.
I'm pretty sure.
It's the same. Okay,
Is it the same? Let me double check.
Oh yeah,
that's
and since I can be
mine as well.
stealthing really on the ship anyway, I'll change mine, and everyone gets a +1 then because.
Oh,
of,
so it is perfect.
It's nice. Yeah, it's like a part of your crew is like your job is like seeking, searching, whatever, finding the better ways, whatever, like that. Okay. Yeah, I gotta do this.
Oh wow. Captain is paying attention.
Yeah, for once.
Okay, no, just go look at people's.
Just not noticing anything.
Okay, so yeah, it's this weird thing where they rolled lower for themselves, but they still beat your DC, so it's like a little awkward. So you don't. So basically, Nate, you're like kind of piloting the ship, and you're like looking in the distance, and you don't know what is wrong, but there is like you have like just like a bad feeling. It's basically you have to think of like your spy sense is tingling. You think there's like something with the oceans is like too quiet. There's something going on. You're not sure what, but something is afoot.
Something's off. It smells weird. What's it? Do you see anything? Out there? Why aren't you up there?
There's
don't have a
there's
crow's
no
nest on the
crow's nest
ship.
up there. Yeah, there's no crow's nest. It's too small.
That's why.
Oh.
Just hug the
Oh,
top
yeah.
of the mast. Come on.
Yeah.
For like the whole day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my 10 straight.
Much of time
Tie yourself up there. Yeah.
You will be demoted.
From private?
No, he's the royal envoy of the ship.
Oh
or
my god,
something
you're so many
along those
positions.
lines.
Okay, Nate, what did you do? What did you focus, Nate?
The
Focus.
royal.
You can choose to do something like grab your, obviously you don't really have your pike in hand, but you're like the wheels. You could like continue to keep sailing. You have like a few options or whatever.
Yeah, what happens if you let go of the wheel?
Oh,
Oh no.
like a vehicle combat as well.
Uncontrolled vehicles, is that what happens?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But it can also curve
Vehicles.
around past without a pilot using a move action to control the vehicle or stopping the vehicle.
Yeah, so you could also use an action to somehow stop. You press the handbrake and then it'll like immediately stop. Don't question the logic. Wait.
No, I won't stop. I'll just find my bike and draw it in one hand to just like have it near me.
Okay, so you'd one action to grab your bike.
Yeah, and pay attention, everyone.
Okay,
Then
but you will.
I'll end my turn. Yeah,
So
I
you will
won't
let
fight.
it become like uncontrolled.
Oh, the ship. No, I'll.
You either have to keep like sailing or like stop it, or it will become uncontrolled. You're gonna have to do one of like the.
Uncontrolled.
Uncontrolled is like
Oh,
isn't that bad? It sounds really bad. It just means it will start to
No,
go forward, but
I'll
slowly.
keep sailing. I'll keep sailing.
Okay, so remember that will mean the others also need to use actions to keep sailing because they like
Oh,
you.
yeah. Sorry.
Someone hasn't been watching the
Okay,
shorts.
then I'll let it become.
I saw that.
Yeah, you'll stop it. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
the fucking short.
You you kind of pull down the sails or whatever. So like it basically of course it doesn't stop on a dime, but it does apparently in mechanic sense. So you pull the handbrake and the boat kind of sheets, and it's you're like where did that sound of friction come
My
from?
guess is what it's saying is like your action, or you take it, it does its movement in that action, and so it's saying, hey, you didn't do that, so therefore you don't move. So it's almost like it's so fucking weird.
I mean, it's just like you have to. It's just in a game, right?
Previous
It's
move
just
was
like,
slowing down. To
Exactly.
This point.
Yeah. It's really weird.
Yeah,
It's like
I mean,
it's just
we have
mechanically.
like
It's like in any
airplane.
kind of vehicle, right? You don't brake immediately, but of course they had to make it just that way to be easier.
Right.
It's just gamifying it, right? It's like with a horse, right? You can't just stop immediately, but of course, like that's how
You
it
can.
would,
Then that's when you go flying over the
press
top.
a
Yeah, that's true.
button on the horse.
Press a button. Okay, so use an action to stop the boat, and then you grab your pike. Yes.
Yeah.
You could also choose a seek. You could use one action to do like a perception check to try like pick a kind of burst, like just roughly look in the direction, and then if there was a creature hidden there, then you would have a new check, a chance to like notice them, and then you could like potentially help.
Okay. I mean, I guess I'll
So then you
pick
can
a
kind of
random
choose.
direction.
Yeah, and then you can just choose like kind of big burst or something. So kind of like it would be a circle, like what's it called, like roughly like this big. So it's not that big, but you could be like, okay, I want to like kind of. I have a feeling it's like here or here or here or whatever, over here or like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So where do you choose me?
Where the hell are you? Where the hell are you? There.
You can ping it if you want, and I'll move this to where, or you can make.
Nah.
Oh, I don't
But
know.
imagine if you
Something like
snipe
this.
it in that circle.
Are you
Oh
sure?
my god.
You sure?
I'll do
Final choice. That circle.
No, I'm trying to move it and don't know how.
Easily.
Okay,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
this. Nice.
Yeah. There. 100%.
Here, yeah. That's
There.
my
Are you sure?
final
Final answer.
No, when
Yeah,
your
like-
answer asks you to rethink, you gotta pick the other door.
Okay, that is mathematically correct. Okay, so give me a perception check, the blind one, as you're trying to, like, you peer over the side to be like, is there anything down there? So give me a blind perception check. No, in that place the water looks still to your eyes. Johnny, same situation for you. Something is wrong, but you're not sure what.
Okay.
Hey, the music is working.
I fixed
Very
it.
quiet.
By that I mean Jeffrey told me to do this.
Okay.
Bump it up.
Okay.
That was the
Yeah, you don't
way
need
you
to-
told
I
me to
had
do
it
it.
very
So
little.
really, you
Yeah,
told
really?
yourself to do it this way.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, know something's wrong, but I don't know what. You can try to seek, right, and look and see if we can spot something.
Yeah,
or-
exactly. That's like, for instance, Nate did it like that, right? You could always be like, oh, I'm going to try things it's in this area or this area or this
Is
area.
it like?
15-foot burst.
Okay, yeah.
Or
That's
there's
fine,
like a
so-
cone, I think. A 30-foot cone is also an option, actually.
50-foot cone.
15-foot cone? No, it's 30-foot cone,
30.
isn't it?
Yeah, It's like
You know, I'm
half-
gonna move.
one of
I'm
the
gonna
halves,
move,
the other of the other.
move up the ship. I don't know. Like, can I stand here or
Yeah, I'll say you can stand at these spaces up here.
like
So, yeah.
he?
You're like leaning over the edge, you know?
So Nate looked which way?
Nate looked kind of like down here. He looked like, I mean, you can't exactly, right? But he looked
Yeah,
heavy
yeah,
over the
okay,
edge of the
just
ship.
general direction, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this
yeah.
way. Okay. Yeah, I kind of just like want to look at like
So you could do, for instance, a
Like
cone
this
like this
kind of
if you
area?
wanted. Like this would be a cone you could look in, for instance.
yeah, definitely that one. Yeah.
Okay, that's one. Give me a perception check.
Get the sheet perception. I did right? Yeah. Okay. Right.
No, it doesn't seem to be anything in that zone.
And then just like the other direction.
So kind of
Same
like,
cone.
okay, so like this. Yeah.
No. In front of the ship. Sorry.
Ah, okay, yes.
Like that. Yeah.
Okay, yes. Yeah, another check. Oh, you spy a big tuna. You're like, man, we should have caught that while fishing. But you don't think that's what your spidey sense is tingling about.
I
Okay.
don't know, guys. Can't see anything
Tuna.
Okay.
Look up.
except for fish.
Oh, wait, Hattie gets initiative. What are we doing?
Look up.
Oh, yeah, there's a dragon right fucking above you.
Imagine that. It's like
I'm
you
trying
seen
to
the
do
Game of
the-
Thrones, right? Where
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Is that the right side, by the way?
Yeah, that's
I'm
right,
doing-
I think. Yeah, okay, so
Yeah, so
this
I'll
one
do
actually-
that view there.
Okay, yeah,
did
the
everyone
perception.
forget about the lady?
And here's the perception.
You know, maybe they want to find it, Joker.
Yeah, man.
Sorry,
there-
yeah.
You finally pointed out that other people can like attack it, you know?
Exactly.
It's maybe blind.
You gotta be more selfish.
You'll delay, right?
Be more shellfish.
I don't think I'll have to. I think between me and other.
No, nothing there out there.
Okay, and then I'll take it, and I'll... Oh, god damn it.
Jump in.
I was hoping I could just move it.
You can like do this, like this.
Yeah, so now just do the other, that one.
Yeah. Yes, double check.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, no. You feel like you give a really good look and you don't see anything there.
Okay,
And you have one
and then I'll
action.
do... The last one is to do this quadrant on the bottom, like to the bottom left.
Okay, yeah, I understand. Like from that area. Yeah, I won't follow.
Because basically I did everything but like the bottom right of the ship.
this
and
one, right?
around that area, around
Yeah,
me.
this thing or something. Yes.
Yep.
Give me the last check.
Yep.
I'm afraid I will spoil the surprise, but it's about to be its turn, and you will see it quickly. As unfortunately, it seems it was a little bit further away than you were thinking
That's
as
okay.
you were searching the distance. And yeah, you see, kind of rising from the water, this little, I don't know, terrifying.
Nice.
Maybe that's a big word for it or whatever. Something that looks a little bit like this.
Oh god. It's a kabutos.
Exactly, a kabutops. And you see, its way is like propelling itself forward in the
how far away is
water.
this?
It's over here. It's really strange. It's almost like you see, it
Gliding
was
on
like
water?
swimming when it comes off, but anyway, it goes off. It's almost like gliding along the surface.
Mm.
You see the way it's doing it. You see, there's like somebody tubing from the front in the water. That almost like it's like skating on, almost like like little legs.
Yep.
But and then water is shooting out the back of it, like in a stream, almost like kind of
That's
propelling
cool.
it along. It's it's got some sort of really kind of funny limb at the back, which has got this water coming out of it. Okay. And yes, it moves at this speed. See how far away you are. Okay, so it does have to double move over to here. This thing comes up, and it sees a big fishy named Johnny.
Why is it always on my side?
I don't know.
On my side of the ship.
No, you moved down there.
I mean, I was here, so I was still on that side of the ship.
Yeah,
And
I
then
thought that
it-
about my place in it as well. There's something about that. I thought it was the right time.
Okay, and then it tries to stab you with some tentacles.
Get
Is it
out
not on
here.
the
Multiple.
initiative yet?
Oh, it is. I just haven't made it so you can see it. There it is.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it shouldn't have them.
Why isn't my song playing?
That's weird. Oh,
I haven't
play
heard
it.
a
Oh, wait,
song
this
played
is what
for a
it used to do! Fuck, I remember that, right? It used to always do that.
It always do. Yeah, I remember.
Wait, let me, if I play this on
I
this, maybe I'll
don't
fix it.
understand.
Whatever.
Don't have
I
to,
think
Jacko.
it must be because
Embrace
if I look
it.
at the hype tracks, it
Embrace
isn't even
it.
fun. Whatever, there we go. There's some battle music.
Well, mine is the
And
obviously the
tentacle stack,
superior,
two
most
tentacle
superior one.
strikes. Ooh, yeah. I mean, Johnny, you're just up there, huh? So there is some standard cover because you have like the kind of the
course.
side of the ship, right, kind of blocking half of you, so it's not
Makes
too bad.
sense. Misses or
I mean, let me do roll the dice.
oh.
No, it hits.
Animation says hits, yeah.
And then this one is a little cheeky 2-in-1.
Fucking
Cheeky.
what
doesn't-
now?
I love it. More protection doesn't increase till afterwards.
Ah, what the fuck?
That is not a crit thanks to the cover. So 2 normal hits.
Thank you, ship.
Thank you, ship.
I
You
should
take.
No, not the shit.
Ooh, the first one does 20 piercing damage.
Ow.
And the second one does
Barely
21 piercing damage. So just
Ow.
2 of these big tentacles, like shoom shoom, like digging deep into your skill, like flesh, for like kind of pulling out. But that is its
Ow.
turn.
Think spiky.
Seems spiky indeed. You see, like as the tentacles come out, they're kind of like lamprey eels on the ends. Like they'll hold the kind of teeth and stuff inside. It's kind of gross as fuck.
I'll shout out. Something is trying to eat Johnny again as I run towards him. Target.
Why
That was
always
my
me?
free movement because of the first
Fire
roll.
the cannon.
He does look
Oh, cool.
magically
Nice,
delicious.
And then, yeah, so if I can draw my weapons, quickly, I'll do a. What will I do? This one or this one? That's 66, and this is also 66. I'll do a. How does I'll kind of like hold my gun towards the amulets, and cast vampiric touch on it, as part of my like beast gunner,
Ooh, very cool, very
Great.
cool, yeah.
and then I'll try and nail him with it.
How does it's gonna work if it's like a save one? It's not like it doesn't have to be an attackable one.
Oh, it's
I think
Yes,
that's
it-
just like a save, yeah.
so I think I put it on because of the amulet. I don't think I actually have it as a. No, you're right. I have to do this one. Yes, that makes more sense. So I'll do magnetic acceleration.
Okay.
So,
So you like magnetize a bullet that you're loading in or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So that's the roll.
Oh, that is a hit. I'm
Ooh.
afraid not a crit, but a very
Damn.
solid hit. Oof, nice.
So
nice hit.
that's that damage, and then plus the magnetic acceleration. Gonna roll
Okay,
that
nice.
separately. Here we go. An extra 20.
Right, so 11, and then the 20 extra. Okay, yeah, it doesn't seem to appreciate this. As a piece of the metal really lodged deep down in there.
That's my
Okay,
turn.
Hazy drops down into his stance. Whoa. Open stance. Then he gets it. And then fires a couple quick boom booms down at it. Little flurry. Strike. So wind crash, first one. Solid hit. Hazy's too good. But then I missed the second. Means there's a chance for the stunning strike. 16 damage. Then needs to do the
Remember,
spot save.
so his strikes are ranged attacks.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then Hazy tries to recall knowledge on it. He has pretty good nature, actually. Weird fish.
Mhm.
That's his name.
Thank you, Hazy.
Oh, damn. Can I get there? Not really.
No, they're all kind of clustering too close to the edge, so it's a little awkward to really get in position.
Okay, I'll
Jump in the water.
Grab that the returning spear thing.
Where
Just chuck
is
that
it?
at it.
Where is it?
I think it's in Hazy. Not Hazy. Sorry.
Oh,
Crystal's
it's in
bag.
my spacious pouch. Be
Yep.
a little bit of effort to get it out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll move here and then I'll try to intimidate or something.
Ooh. In common?
Ooh.
I'll just. Oh, I have to speak, right? I can just.
There's a feat
it
where you can
ends
stare.
the-
There's a feat where you can just stare at them, but yeah.
You can
No, I
do some sailor
shouting.
cursing at it.
Hey! Yeah, sailor curses.
Okay. Very nice.
Intimidation. Oh my god. My stats are so bad. It's not. Oh,
Ooh.
probably
Okay, that's
not
against
good.
its will. And I would succeed if it wasn't for the -4. I'm afraid it doesn't seem to understand your curses. I'm sorry.
Sad.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I'll just like. I mean, I guess like.
You can recall knowledge as well, you know? You got like law saving.
Yeah.
This is like
Yeah, okay,
this is
then.
on the water.
I can do that. Yeah. Or is nature better?
It depends how much beta you're better. It's secret.
Oh fuck.
Lucky for you, it's secret.
Yeah. Just click.
Dude, I'll just get the bad all out the way. Second one isn't much better, I'm afraid. You know, some sort of weird octopusy hybrid thing, but
Yeah.
squid, who knows? Johnny.
Only John is playing.
Have a very. Wait, how do you target things now? Wait, what? Oh, it didn't work for some reason. I will do. Go away.
Lightning bolt. Okay, unfortunately for you, Tom, I read a sheet a little bit more and realized it has attack opportunity after Quixel had his turn. So as you go to cast a spell, the tentacle that was previously stabbing into you now tries to like bludgeon you across the side of the head.
Oh, you fucking thing.
And Hazi, right?
No, if only it was AoE. I fucking know. Oh, I forgot about it for Hazi as well. I did also forget it. No, Hazi's a little foul. No, maybe Hazi would be
Wait a
trick to be.
second.
But I forgot to do
I
it.
guess it depends on its range, right?
Yeah.
But
The tentacle looked pretty long. But yeah, I forgot
I
it.
guess he's 15 feet. Yeah, so if it's 10
How
feet,
do
then
you-
he wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, don't worry, Tom. It's going to crit you anyway. It misses you to nat 2. What? You lucky guy.
Johnny, I think, is the luckiest.
He's a lucky Johnny.
PC I've
Lucky.
ever seen.
It does a pretty speedy with all its legs, but I'll play more than that one anyway.
Zapped, you
Okay, it does
weird
succeed.
creature.
It takes 13. Okay, it gets zapped a little bit.
Then I will retreat.
Double damage.
Thank you very much. I'll go.
You
Bye.
retreat
Thank you.
over. Okay.
Yep.
Out there.
Alrighty. Technically, can I see it from where I'm at?
Ooh. Probably not, right? I'm trying to think like.
No,
Is it
Is
still
it-
above the water or?
It's above the
Yeah.
water, but it's about the same height. You can probably see a little bit of it. It would have cover for sure, but you can see a little bit of it. Yeah. You can see
But
it
if
at
I
top
went
of
to
it.
the edge, like here, technically, then
Then you wouldn't have cover, right? Yeah, I'll say then
Yeah.
you wouldn't have cover. Yes.
so that's that to there for
Yep,
as an
yep,
example,
that's
right?
fine, yep.
Okay.
Then you're kind of like leaning over the edge of the boat.
That-
You know, boats are pretty good to defend from. Like they seem to normally have like cover attacking you, but you don't have.
And
cover
it's
back.
fucking exactly 30
Is
feet.
there a
So
lean
it's
action?
fucking longbow bullshit.
Nah, but it's like, if it's a
Flies.
circumstance where like you're at the edge of war and you're like attacking down, I'm not going to give them cover from you, but I'm going to give it back.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay. Well,
makes sense. It's hard to attack like a boat, or it's easier to attack from a boat.
Target
than
him.
attack
and I will take some shots.
Shot.
Two,
Shot.
to be precise. The first one will be a quick draw, and then the second will be just a normal attack.
Okay. First one missing.
Yeah, it's not gonna do it. And then the next one.
The misses. Wow.
Oof,
Mm,
that
still
just misses. It just last second manages to twitch out the way.
Yeah, it's at minus. Didn't even add it because technically I should.
That's a
Getting-
-5.
Wait, if I got the -5, I'm saying it should be getting the. Or does that just apply to they get a bonus to their AC when you're like within volley range?
No, it's. Oh, I don't think it's actually giving it the volley. It's not giving it the volley penalty. It should have the volley penalty, you're saying?
I mean, I'm right at 30 feet, and the volley is 30 feet. So that's why
It's weird
I'm
it's
always
not
confused on
giving
the,
it.
does it have to be greater than 30 feet, or is it at 30 feet?
Did it at
good?
the distance within
Let
the
me
listed
actually. I'll try
range?
this real quick. Let me do.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
gonna
move
do this. Like,
closer.
well, within
I think
this
it
range,
probably
let me make
does.
another
It should
attack as an
automate it.
example. I just wanted to see what it looks like.
Yeah.
There it does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it's saying that if you're
Okay,
exactly
so it
30
is-
feet, it doesn't.
If you're at 30 feet, you're good.
Oh,
It's if
interesting.
you're more than like
within
if
the
you're less than
range, it
30
says.
feet.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Foundry chooses.
But- Yeah, I would have treated this differently myself.
Yeah,
but nope,
right. I would
this
also
says this is the
Foundry
rule.
can be the boss. Okay, cool.
Cool.
That's your turn. Then its turn. Okay, so yeah, you shot it, Quixel, you meanie.
Mm-hmm.
It does. So it has like this. This is fucking weird. Okay. Yeah. So you have this. You see this one really big tube that's like in the water. There's one sucking it up. You know that is still in there, but now the two of the other tentacles are like the water was coming out of the ones that hit Johnny. They also like go into you, try and like stab into you, Quixel. With these two tentacles. Again, you have a little bit of cover, luckily. Boom. So maybe that's not crit. Oh no, it's still a crit. Sorry. Second one. The hit. Okay. So they both hit. No, the first. Okay, first is a crit. Okay, yes.
One should be able to 86, right?
First one does 50.
Right?
Ow.
What the fuck?
Second one does 23. I'm rolling pretty good. Nigel.
Yeah.
And then,
Sounds quite
as
easy.
these things are like stuck into you, you see like those things sucking the water up, starts to pump this water through the tentacles into your body.
No.
Quixel,
man.
give me a reflex save.
It blowed up from the inside out by water.
That's fucked, man.
That's pretty fucked, yeah.
Alright, is this a water effect?
I will avenge you, don't worry.
Yeah, this would be a water effect. Doesn't
And
have
then
the
a
trait,
plus
but I'm
one on
doing
this.
water. Plus
Those are
one.
my
That makes it
my
meet
answers.
the DC.
This is
Makes it meet the DC. What the fuck? Okay, so just before this water get like pumped into you and like fuck you up from the inside out, at the last second you're like, no, my water resistant rings or whatever, and it like kind of like knock the tentacles free, and they the water just like shoot out in like different direction completely. Ooh, okay. And
That's my disasters.
the bullets. Okay. And then
Xenon does have
it's-
2 tracks, by the way.
Really? But like,
Oh, mine is playing.
why is
all I hear is D&D
playing?
sounds. I hear no music at all.
You don't think? What the fuck? That's even weirder.
I hear dangerous tides.
Okay, mine's disappeared.
Yeah, but the volume is low.
Okay, wait a second. And then it
I hear
dives.
one
And then
guy,
it
I had to
swims down a little bit in the water, trying to
It
get like
dives?
below.
Oh.
It dives a little bit
You
below in
wish.
the water. And then also like you can kind of sense it like underneath the boat.
Oh.
I don't know why I don't remember like this. Yeah, so it's like you can kind of even it can go a little bit further. So it's like, can I make it move? What the fuck? Yeah, like here. So just like you kind of like feel it almost like pushing against some of the hull on the boat a little bit.
Again.
It smells Johnny. Cooper being like, "It's everything alright?" He's kind of like, the walls are shaking.
Yeah, no, it's gotta go Cooper.
Quixel.
Not the boat, please.
Take Quixel
I'm
instead.
done
Take Quixel.
I'll reload and
Oh, did it do? Just make sure,
Oh.
like, I read its actions
You read
correctly.
it?
So it did the double tentacle-y thing, and then the shooty
It's-
thing.
an
and
action.
then
This is slightly
And then
traveled
different.
into the water. Okay.
Yeah, it did the two action like this thing. It did Quixel and then it dived underwater.
Oh, see, I thought it did it had to stab or whatever. Because I thought there was 2 attacks of 50 damage and something else damage that it did.
So the two action thing is part of that. It's like the other thing normally like a one action thing.
so it both
So-
hits, then
Yeah,
something
yeah,
else.
yeah. Both it. Or actually only if we
okay.
one did it, but yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But yeah.
Is there? I'm assuming the hatch towards the stairs down or it's closed, right?
Yeah.
Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll step over here, reload, and I'll kind of like be looking at Johnny, be like, I do have potions. Should I grab? Might need a drink. Johnny.
Oh, I'll help you, but sure, if you feel more safe.
Is this just straight up Zelda music right now?
I don't know. It's not it's Quixel's
yeah.
music. I don't know.
Yeah,
which
this
it's
is
from.
this is a ship campaign, right? So obviously I went with Wind Waker.
Yeah.
He's always
um,
had this.
I'll drop my sword and I'll grab a potion. Like
Okay. So you don't do anything about the hatch, right? You're just asking.
No, yeah.
Okay, so you drop your sword, grab. Or you could stow it, right? They have the new action, but. You need
Oh
to
yeah,
drop the
because I'm
sword.
grabbing an item as well.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
So I'll sew it. Yeah.
Okay, so one action.
And I reloaded and I stepped. That's
Oh, you reloaded and you stepped. Oh, I didn't notice. Okay, sorry. Hazzy's like, what, dude? Jump in. He looks like over the edge of the boat.
Yeah, can you swim well?
Yes, good swimmer.
Yeah, then we're going in.
Okay,
Yeah,
Hazzy
I
just
don't
like
think that's a
and
good
just like
idea,
jumps.
boys.
Hazzy just like dives over the edge.
No.
How does his air bending work underwater?
Yeah, not good. But you know, he could do like normal fist strikes. You know.
Hazzy's
He
so hard.
couldn't when I needed him to, but okay.
I mean, he just, was. I mean, it's better for him to do the other ones, but if there's literally no other option, he can do it. Okay, yeah, he jumps in. I'm gonna say, when you dive, you go like 10 feet down into water, right? That makes sense. Like, what actually, if you're like trying. And that's my precedent, and I'm sticking with it. Okay, and as he like swims towards him, I guess, like a fucking lunatic. Oh man, okay.
It's a wise leader.
This is pretty awkward to see down here. What the fuck? How do I make... the boat's in the way.
You sent the creature underneath the boat.
I did, it made
No
sense. It made sense.
No fault.
Right, but then Hazzy can flurry just like with normal fists, Okay. So I guess I can't target it with this fob, so I'll just like click them. Well, he's trying to hit Quicksilver, don't do that. And then the second fist.
I like how they're all coming up
Ooh,
as
32.
question
Yeah.
marks on the
He's
dice
now
side.
minus 15 down and like over here. Oh no, not minus 5.
Good.
Okay, and so then he would hit it. Fuck, I cannot open it though. That is a little bit problematic. Can I click any bonus hit, like open up the sheet? Nope. Fuck, how do I ever click it again?
The
I'm
monster is gone.
Momentarily.
just gonna move the ship a little bit. Put the ship back, Okay, so 32 does hit. So then he hits it for...
Just do like a little thing off to the side.
I mean, he doesn't do terrible damage, even with this. That's actually pretty
It's a
good.
square that's under the ship.
So, move it to the little bit to the side.
No,
I'm gonna-
what we could do right is draw a little square that's roughly, what, is it 15 feet down, so 15 feet away from us. That's just a square the size of the ship, and put them there, and we can say that is under the ship. Does that make sense?
In a
Does
way,
it?
yeah. But do I need to draw a square? Why can't I just move them over and sit underneath the ship?
You can. I was just saying, so then we can have the outline, the idea of like this is.
Well, that's
where
true.
it's
That's
at.
true. That's true. I'll do that. I also would like to see them, but whatever. Because, okay, so I'll just say the ship is like roughly except
Yeah.
he isn't underneath the ship though, right? So I'll move this one. It's like more,
He's not?
it's a little smaller. No, the ship's only like 2 feet wide, or like 2 wide actually. Just like
Okay.
this, right? Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
So has he down there and hits it for 12 damage. Takes it and then gets a 4 save. Unfortunately, success
Question
thanks to
marks.
incapacitation.
I
You
know.
see question marks?
Yeah, we
No,
see the
on
dice
the-
roll,
on the
but it's
dice,
just the
yeah.
faces are all question marks. It's kind of cool.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's Hazzy's turn. He is in the water. Hazzy, wait, Hazzy can't hold his breath forever, so I probably should like check this. But he has like breath control, right? It's like fucking forever.
It's so
25
long.
times
Oh.
as long as you're good con. Yeah.
Well, there was a thing right about like certain actions decreasing that. So
You get it goes down by 2 each turn if you did an attack, but he can still do it like 25 times, like fucking 5 rounds or
Sure.
something like so long.
and getting
normally-
attacked has a thing. And,
Yeah. So it would normally be 8 rounds, which is a 25 times as long, which is then 200 rounds. And then he uses up 2 rounds every turn if he attacks. So it's like if you get critically hit, you lose like 1 round. But basically,
Is
if
it
you have
just
breath control,
one-
it's fucking easy.
It's not on an attack.
No,
basis,
it's if
but
you
rather
attack that
if you
turn,
attack
you
in the
take- yeah,
round. Okay,
yeah.
gotcha.
Nate, yes. So
Yeah.
as he at least as believe that you can take the fight.
Yeah, Ned will jump in also.
Nice.
How? I'm wondering, like, I need to take one action to jump in, right?
Yeah,
I
so it's
mean,
basically like the leap
dive
action
or
I'm saying,
whatever, yeah.
but if you leap in the water, you can like choose to like dive in for like 10 feet. So you could leap 10
Oh,
feet
okay, yeah.
horizontally. So you basically land like 10 feet horizontally. That was like kind of where you could aim up to like in any direction. And you would land like 10 feet down if you were really trying to dive.
Yeah, I'm really trying to dive.
Yeah. You got your pike to break like there if you like hold it in front of you and you go deep down.
Yeah,
Okay. What square are you trying to dive into?
I mean, I'm not sure about what's the position.
So, oh yeah, of
No.
course. I think this is actually kind of correct. Where it's like, actually no, wait. If I move it down to here, then these are actually like this is where it is on the boat, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I would
So the
like
same horizontal
land-
line, yes. You would land like here, for instance.
Here,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Okay. So
And-
dive in.
Yeah. How far down am I? Like
10
feet,
minus
I
10
guess.
feet. Yes, exactly. So technically, with the pike, because this would be like one diagonal down across, and then one more. So you would actually have reach, I think, with it. Oh, you can try if you target. Wait. Oh, wait. If I just draw it out between you, it should say it, right? Yeah, exactly. It's 10 feet. Yes, the arrows work correctly actually like this. Yes, it's really 10 feet.
But I need to use one action to change the grip because I didn't have it to hand it.
Ah, sure, yeah. You grab the pike in both hands and then try to stab down at it. Very cool. Have a hero point, Nate, for jumping into the water after the sea monster.
Yeah.
Ooh, and yeah, you stab it well. You know, blood, like, kind of, up in the water.
Man,
Okay, not too sure.
threatening the ship.
Yes,
Thing
indeed.
like
How dare it? How
Yeah,
dare
okay.
it?
So that's my second one.
Very nice. Johnny?
I will. Yeah, they're having a good time underneath in the water.
Yeah, it was appearing at the bubbles that are coming up.
We should do a little bit of healing up here, just in case, you know. So let's just do this.
Oh, big old 2-action problem.
Baby.
Yeah, let's make sure you're popped up.
Oh,
Okay.
And then I will do just a simple little
Thank you. We'll jump in now.
heal myself. A little small one.
a little top up. Yeah, why not? A little top up. So jumping yourself, nice. Altair, you want to join in the swimming fun?
Hell no.
No, okay, fair enough, fair enough. Like shooting fish in the ocean, though, right?
Yeah.
Slot out it in the barrel.
Yep. No, so I'll step next to Johnny and then stow the. Yeah, no, actually, I'll just step and then I'll do a prepared action that if it pops up. Actually, fuck it. You know, I'll delay. I'm actually not going to
Okay,
do
sure, yeah,
delay.
you delay. Yeah,
And see what it does on its turn and then decide.
sure.
You can stride underwater, right? I mean,
You can, no,
stride.
you can only swim.
Swim.
Swimming is like the version of striding.
Yeah.
Okay, you with the pike. It does not like you with the pike. Why
right.
can't I not? Wait, why can't I click on Hazzy? What the fuck? What's happening here? Hazzy? There you are. You're not meant to be down there. Alright, weird. You with the pike. Get out of here. Tries to stab you full of water.
Full of water.
He's already.
Hits you with the first tentacle.
Let me
Oh, wait,
try.
you see it? We shouldn't see it.
Yeah.
And then.
Couldn't see like any of the stats. We could just see the final roll, I think.
Interesting. Oh, but then it rolls a nat 20 on the second.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, so the first one hits you for 17 only. The second one crits you for 40. But then give me a reflex save. As if water again starts being pumped inside you.
Reflex is so crazy.
That should be good, huh?
That should be good. Okay. You know, it's hard to get through the plate armor. You wiggle it out. And then it says 2 actions and it has 1 more action.
Again, the plate armor has something. Again, there's.
Okay. Oh, but it could technically. Last action was a strike. How can it do this? I don't know if it can do that actually. Then it. What's agile here?
We're back to Johnny's music playing throughout, huh?
Fuck,
Yeah.
it's so fucking weird.
Over.
It's so goddamn
No, it isn't.
weird. It's so weird.
Just, you know.
Then it tries to whatever hits you once with the tentacle. Minus 8 ain't too bad. But misses. That's his whole turn. Crixel.
I'll re-enter
Yo.
after it's
Oh.
gone. By the way,
Okay, sure. Alright, Crixel.
Since-
Out to him. Yes, before.
yeah. So I will move here, stow the. No, I'll just move there and then do prepared action to, as a reaction, take a shot if it surfaces at all.
Sure. Quicksilver.
Yo, I will. I'll jump. I'll do a quick jump
Dive
so
in.
that I end
You're
up
20
here,
feet under.
right?
Oh, yes, of course, yes. Minus 10. Everyone's
Then-
everyone's gone. You jumped out like where are they? Oh, holy fuck.
Then I'll take some aim.
You
How does this
are-
work again?
Can you shoot
Da-da-da.
underwater at all?
Yeah, my growth gun can shoot on the
Both gone
water,
pretty special, yeah.
No.
which is one I miss. It's pretty bad.
Well, then don't.
Wait, sorry. Before you go for the shot, though, it does
Yep.
try to hit you with its opportunity.
Fair enough. It's pretty short range. I don't think I could avoid it.
Ada's playing Paul World.
Say hit
Yeah.
for 21 damage. But your gunshot also does hit it. It's this the half range is halved, right? So this is.
Yeah, so I have to get within 10 feet.
Are you within 10 feet here?
It's
you're
right
10
below the
feet-
ship, right? So I'm like right next to it, but then 10 feet.
Okay, so it's like one diagonal and then one straight down.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, cool. Yes, so that's a hit for 10 damage. Nice.
And then. I'll reload for now.
Okay. Oh, good on the water, but yes. Hazi's turn. Yeah, Hazi begins at least by trying to flurry it.
I'll reload
Just
with
fist. Ooh, miss it with the first fist. I miss it with the second fist.
Ooh.
Okay, and Hazi doesn't. Oh no, Hazi actually doesn't mind being melee. He doesn't want. He's like it's a lot healthier than Nate right now. That's awkward. Feet.
Yeah, by the way, apparently I can only reload if I have a weapon in the other hand, not like any object.
No, we talked about this. We said you could, Jacko. We did this ages ago.
No.
You were like, "Isn't it stupid that I can only?" Oh no, are you thinking about like the dual weapon reload or that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, we ages ago talked about this, and you were like, "Well, why
okay.
can I not reload when I don't have my hand? Why is it easier when I do a
Oh,
weapon,
okay.
but when I'm not?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't care. You can do it when you don't have a weapon."
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. You're just so silly otherwise. Just, oh man, kind of, you don't have any actions to do, has he? Because you're kind of like moving, and there isn't much moving to do here. Oh no, wait, so he could,
He
if
has
he
to swim,
gets...
right? Otherwise
he
he'll
swims, oh yeah, that's what's true.
Oh wait, I didn't swim, so I have to.
Yeah, but you jumped into water this turn, so I'm gonna say that's fine,
Cool.
I also say maybe I feel for the creature, but you know whatever, I'll fix it next time. Has he swims over? He's got a swim speed of 25. Okay, so he swims over to here, so he's flanking with you now, Nate.
What a lad.
Oh wait, but you're both like above it, so wait, he would actually need to be really deep underneath it, right? To actually be flanking with you.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, 5. Oh, he can actually go another 10 feet down. Man, it gets a little complicated. I'm gonna say this is flanking. Right. And he's like, next to Quicksilver. Wait, Quicksilver, were you not in? You were in this space as well? Whatever, he's like 10 feet below you. Or, this is 15? Did I accidentally make you? Oh, no, I accidentally made you down too far. So you're at 10. He's at minus
We need
25.
the map.
Yeah, we do actually do. We do a lot of 3D stuff. Okay, so he goes out there and then, yeah, he'll attack with flanking for the last, like, minus 8 shot, whatever. Unfortunately not. Nate, but this time, you got Hazi pinning him back.
Yeah.
At least he's flat-footed to you.
Oh, yeah. I'll be taking
But yeah, so swimming, you need to do one action to kind of like keep swimming, or you like sink down 10 feet. Of course, if you don't mind you sink down 10 feet, it's fine. It's just so you're aware.
Yeah, but then I lose the
The flanking.
-2, yeah.
True. But that happens at the end of your turn. Anyway.
Yeah.
Maybe you kill it first.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's the hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
Thanks to the flanking!
No.
You knew.
Oh yeah, has he did not? Ooh, for 26, very nice, very nice. Yeah, it's a lot of blood pouring out now, it looks a bit.
And
Yeah, dead.
then I'll do the British shove. And the second attack.
Okay. Ooh, not this time.
I have.
Oh, you have a hero point. Slightly better, slightly better. Not a critical miss anymore. Then... Oh, that's your one. No, you have one action, right? So you could, yeah, if you don't do the swim, you can use action to stay floating where you are. Or you can, like, or you will fall 10 feet down if you don't use that action, basically.
No, I'll attack again.
Yeah, so minus 10 we love to see. What's in that 20? I can feel it. It's only a normal miss, so not bad.
Okay.
Not bad.
So
Okay.
Great.
You fall down 10 more feet, so you're minus 20.
Hmm.
You also have the breath control, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're also probably going to be completely fine. Johnny.
Okay. Yes, fun's all in the water. So let's go into the water.
Mm.
I will go in the water, which I get like if I'm
Everyone's
here,
like, oh,
I'm like
jumping
here,
in.
right?
You would actually be
Understood
here,
the
but you
scale
could choose to
correctly?
be. This is like the same level. So if you wanted to jump in here, you are just over here.
Okay, sure.
And you're 10 feet, I guess.
Where did I write that?
I don't.
Oh yeah, right there. Yeah,
I got you.
was doing it.
2.
And then I will do pulverizing cascade.
Ooh.
10-foot burst is gonna smack on top of it.
Can you do a 10-foot but that doesn't hit? Yeah, you can. If you do, the 10-foot but will hit the ship. No, you can put it below.
I
You
can
put
do
it below. You put it
yeah.
below. You put it below. Yeah, of course.
You
Yeah, you put it below and like in like kind of this. In,
Interesting,
like, up
10-foot
here,
burst is 4.
Like-
Okay.
like this, right, or
Don't
something. You
kill
do
us.
this,
Not so big.
Oh.
but you don't want to put it there.
No, I'm not
then
gonna
with the
do it
others.
there. No,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
clicked. Why
Gotta
can't
put
I
it where-
remove
put the
now?
purple one
I can't
on.
remove it now. It doesn't work.
There you go.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yep. Sure, easy enough to find it where it only hits it. Reflex save. Ooh, it succeeds. It takes half, so 11. Okay, yeah, it's still
Not succeeding on everything.
Alright, its turn. Nate is really fucking it up. It really doesn't like Nate. It wants to inject you with water again.
Kill me, bitch. Can't
Nah,
you, bro?
it ignores you. Whatever. A little bit of waves. It's used to waves, you know. Hits with the first. Hits with the second.
It was pretty scary.
For 21 with the first. And the 21 with the second. Oof. Yeah, you're also not feeling too good. And give me a reflex save again.
God damn it! I'm gonna have to fucking fish him out of the water again.
Hi.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. But again, you shake off the tentacles before they can latch on. Ooh, and then you're near death. It's near death. What does it want to do?
Its color is near identical. Near death. Scary.
It tries to swim, so that would provoke from you.
Oh
It
my
wants to swim to
god.
the surface for sure.
Yeah. That's not gonna end well.
It's not gonna
No,
go
it
for it.
I have a reroll.
You use your last hit point? Or are you... That's a hit?
I mean, it should be dead, right?
Don't say that.
Or
He did 21 back, it's funny.
21
Not
back.
dead.
Yeah.
It is not dead.
And
And then it swims in... direction Johnny.
it has an AoE to send you all 50
Yeah.
feet down on the ground if you're underneath it, underwater.
and it's off guard because of the thing.
Okay, that's important, yes. It swims it's pretty fast swimming. It swims over here.
Oh, you
Same
fucker.
same height, so still 20 feet below the surface, but now over here. Yes, and it is off guard, don't it? Next one. Up here.
Alright. I'll run to the front of the ship.
You like see the movement of it going down, yeah. You run in front.
I mean, I guess like theoretically I can take shots at it.
Yeah,
I
you
think
can take
I don't-
shots. I don't think it's like even that. Like it when it goes in the water, it's crowds double the distance. So
I was
like
just- it's gonna think that I'm closer than I am. I'm guessing.
yeah, it's gonna sink you closer up. But there should be it basically needs to be an extra 20 feet to what it says.
Yeah.
But I think
so
it
I'll
still
just-
might be fine, right? If you have a long bow.
I'll just do this. I know it's in range, but I know it's at
Yes.
least 30 feet away, so that it's gonna be fine,
Yeah, sure.
just in case.
60 will be like 90 feet away or
yeah,
something.
first shot.
Oh, that's a
29?
hit. Oh, that's a hit.
And that's
Oh,
all
wait, it's not sneak attack. Oh, it is that was it's off guard. Amazing. Thanks to the sneak attack.
Yep.
That is enough. So, there's like, it's kind of limping around thanks to, the strike by Nate, and the last bit, the arrow sinks in deep, and the body, floats up to the surface. Like in the meantime.
Fuck yeah.
Very nice, very nice.
That's a hero point for sure. And
Tommy.
It's a hero.
yeah, the guy
1-0 Altair.
I gave you a hero point for jumping in, didn't I, Nate, already?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
mean it should be a point for Nate for Altair?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I already gave Altair one.
Yeah, you already gave me one for the
Yeah.
diplomacy, so I'm good.
Other people got
Yeah.
the bullshit.
Yeah.
Everyone. Okay, very nice, very nice. Exo initiative. All you in the one have lost it. You also have restaurant talking. You also fine. So yeah.
Yep.
So you all can
Yeah,
swim up
I-
to the surface.
I wanna investigate it as it's like.
Yeah, you want to go have a look at it? As he also swims over out of interest. Oof. Okay. Wow, a good view on the attack opportunity.
For reals.
That's a view.
Clutch.
You want to go over? You can roll me a knowledge if you want, quick. So you're staying underwater. How you like it over there?
Yeah, I'm pretty.
Crixo, you're familiar with these, of course. Very rare for fishermen to bring home one of these bad boys. But, such things are probably noted in some of the logs. These are known as Quopopaks, I guess could be
Sir?
how you could say this. Quopopak.
Bless you.
How would you say this word? Let me write it.
Yeah, if you click on it,
Oh.
actually, it's...
Quoppapack.
Quoppopak? Yes, if you describe, you say they combine some of the most terrifying aspects of like water strides, which is running on top, octopuses with all the legs, and like vampire bats, and how they like suck, using their lamprey tentacles. They have like this kind of oval abdomen, these like hollow tentacles, and like this tail-like limb, which is like what kind of like can take in all the liquid and push it all out. Like this is how it travels around really, really fast. They have gills, but they can also travel on land like a little bit, like because of all their tentacles. So they have to like hold their breath like a human would do it underneath, but they are like able to do it somewhat.
Okay, so
They are like some a bit aberrant. They aren't exactly completely natural. They probably have some sort of history where they come from some sort of somewhere outside the natural order.
but not like I'll go through Empire.
No, nothing like that. They're just very far back in history. They also normally hunt along coastlines, and they prefer to hunt at dawn and dusk. And
That's where we can fish.
but they do have like a cruel nature. They like you do know they like are known to almost like attack out for actually like they almost like they enjoy killing is like what they always say. Like they are like also like. Oh, okay. But,
And
yes.
as a
And the taste,
fisherman,
Ooh, yes.
yeah, like how
You think similar to octopus? Similar to octopus.
Yeah.
Because it needs to be a bit more cleaned. There's like a little bit more like you need to be a bit more careful in the preparation step. But if properly prepared, you've heard it tastes like octopus, but a bit more gamey.
I'll try and like signal to the people down below to like help me like lift it to the ship.
Yeah, I'll hook it with my pike and.
Yeah, okay. So you climb on up and then you get your pike in. You kind of yeah. Eventually, it's fucking heavy. So when you like pull onto the boat, it's taking a lot of space, and the boat like in the water a little bit. But yeah, exactly. But it manages to hold for. It's only like 2 feet low in the water now that this thing's on board.
Hey, Cooper.
It's we all safe up here. He kind of peeps his head out. He's like, what? Like it almost spills down as he like opens up the thing. He's like, what? What? I've never seen something. What on earth is that?
Lunch for a couple of days.
I like how this is apparently
Couple.
campaign is now turning into Delicious in Dungeon.
And then he was like, octopus? That's like no octopus I've ever seen. Normally about 20 times smaller, maybe 50 times smaller, a lot smaller.
It's a delicacy in Altair.
Oh, I've seen bigger than
Is
that.
it?
You have?
Of course. As
Very
big as
delicacy.
three of
So
our
delicate
boats.
that literally
together.
I've never heard or seen it
We all
before.
feel boats put together. Oh, all right. I guess that would make a lot of rings. The calamari rings, all right. But it's good to eat. I mean, I guess I couldn't get. I mean, honestly, I could store all of this. I have some salt, and we can dry some on the deck. But it's a lot of meat here. Kind of looks at it.
So
Alright,
I'll
well,
help you
let's-
cut, avoid the nasty areas.
All right, yeah, let's get to work. He gets out his a big cleaver and for like gutting knife, and you start a.
So
It's quite easy because it's so big. You kind of cut off huge chunks of like pure meat from like the tentacles. And you don't really mess around with like the body. It's like not really worth it. And after like an hour or something, you kind of like throw it overboard again, I guess. And you have a lot of octopus for the next few days. Very good, very good. Have a hero point
Let's
crystal
go
for
then.
fishing.
I
Reading.
got a hero point before, but
Oh, you
I'll
did?
take
Oh,
it.
whatever. You did?
I mean, I don't think we're gonna
Cheating.
have a chance to really use them in the last like 40
Yeah.
minutes.
Probably unlikely.
Yeah.
Highly unlikely, that's it. Yep.
Okay, but yes, you defeat that minor problem before, continuing your voice
Literally,
out.
all it could take is one arrow, guys. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy.
It's like fucking Legolas against like the Watchman of the Water or whatever. And then this day goes quietly remaining, and your final day on the water, you have got now a bit further away from the Eye of Bendigo, and you're kind of in the safety now of the kind of cove, well, not the cove, but the big sort of like inline coastline of the Shackles you call home. And the final day is just like kind of a lovely trip back to Alsal Reef on waters you've sailed many a time before. And finally, on the 18th of Killistrel, you see it again quite early on in the day. The good old Alsal Reef calling home to you.
Lord,
On
that's all.
fire. What?
No, it is luckily not on fire. It seems much as you left it only a short time ago. I think it was only about,
That's good.
a
Couple days,
when was it?
a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were pretty
About a
efficient with the
week.
whole assassination thing, huh?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were pretty efficient, yeah.
Compared to the last time that we left, yeah, this is much faster.
Yeah, it was about a. It's been a little bit longer than a week, but it was like that back, like 10 days or something. So not too long at all. They barely, compared to just let's go explore half the jungle. It's big.
Yeah.
Yes. What
For the
are
good of
your
Alsal
immediate
Reef.
actions as you see Alsal Reef and you kind of like dock in, pull the boat in again? Like people are like, it wasn't too long. You're back. There's like a little bit of like question, like how was things?
Hey,
What were you doing again?
the victors,
Organize a feast.
Assassinating a political rival.
They're like, you were? Wow.
That was out of game, by the way. Definitely
Yeah.
not me.
But then you say like prepare a feast, and they're like, oh, okay. We've never done that before. They kind of say, well, we'll see what's cooking. They kind of run off towards like the inn, to see if there's some alcohol.
Apparently, we have a delicacy for Old Salt Reef. Surprise!
People's like, I mean, it's still pretty fresh, a calamari
Yeah.
for everybody. So like calling for some
There's
people to
some
help like
ankle,
carry some of the fish off the boat and whatever down to the
Like you would sell it here, you'd give it to the people.
Yeah, come on. It's like having a feast to celebrate.
This is my trade, guys.
Entrance to the feast, 5 gold per person,
This is
Oh yeah,
I like
yeah.
how
like
apparently
you put it
Crixel leaves Old Salt Reef and immediately loses all sense of like money. He's like,
But
it's a
bring
banana.
back caviar,
Crixel, how much
like,
could it
you can't
cost?
just-
1 gold coin.
Okay, yes. So they take over some of this like weird octopus thing. They start cooking it up. They have like a big kind of you have like kind of fire in the center of town where occasionally you have like barbecues. So on the beach you gotta have some barbecues every so often, and they start cutting up and cooking it. And there's it's in the middle of the day, so people are like still active. A lot of people still out fishing, but there's a good amount of people still around. And there's a lot of questions like, oh, so what are we celebrating? What happened?
Yeah, what are we celebrating?
I don't know. Nate said there was a feast. You were with him, no? Don't you know?
Nate.
A good catch.
Oh, what?
Uh,
we're just eating this thing. Oh, it's mighty tasty, I suppose. You were just fishing.
I mean,
You were gone a long time for fishing.
Imagine if it ever rolled bad on another shack and I just poisoned the whole town at once.
Oh, this is what John Shacko.
It turns into this is basically like serving raw puffer fish.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
man.
I mean, we ate it like a couple days ago.
Yeah, you ate it. You ate it.
that's
That's
true,
what they
yeah.
did.
Oh yeah. The parasite is
Sure.
growing inside of him now.
Exactly. You probably have better foresight than these peasants. Is all I'm saying.
Probably true.
Okay, yeah. So they're like, oh, so you were fishing? Oh,
No, we went. Actually, we went to visit a town, I guess, a lizardman town.
a lot of people like standing around about you are like, why would you do that? You notice like Kazi kind of waited till most of the people were like kind of taking you off the boat and then kind of like slipped away a little bit, kind of like say below deck.
Wanted to
Trying
ask
to
about
stave off
the weather, right? What else?
I guess
basically
give me a
a
lie check, I
similar-
guess. I mean, it's not, if you're trying to make it obviously a lie, you don't need to do it. But like then they will
Yeah,
like
of
know.
course. You
Oh, you're actually trying to make it believable? Okay. I know
Oh
that.
God, you need me involved. Just a second.
No, you're not trying to make it believable, right? It's nature to
Yeah,
say.
that's fine.
Okay, just checking, maybe they make gullible
Oh.
townspeople. They kind of chuckle with that. It's like, yeah, the weather, right? Good one. But like, really, a lizard folk town?
More lizard folk that were inhabiting an old, rundown ruin of a city.
No. They kind of look at everyone's like, kind of taking sips of their beer. And what were you doing up there?
So, remember that group that used to come and attack Old Salt Reef?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
Put a
ones
stop to
who.
that?
Yeah, we
There's
know.
a-
Shelby's, that we see a
Kinda fill
couple
you
of
in.
them around every so often.
So,
They
that
look a
was
little
one
like-
small tribe, right? Above them, there is a greater general of kind of lizard folk who was pushing to take over larger cities to the south. Not Old Salt Reef, like Naruma.
Yes, we made sure
And,
that's what
Yeah,
happened
we
to
heard,
Naruma. Does not
we heard
happen
about
again.
Naruma. So those damn lizard folk back at it? Or
More, there's a group behind the scenes pushing the lizard folk to try to continue to take over human cities. And we are
that's
putting a stop
no
to it.
excuse, but okay.
Yeah.
And you did? The lizard folk have stopped now?
We've formed an uneasy ceasefire, we'll say. But we try to convince humans from retaliating and attacking lizard folk, and they do the same.
You agree to a ceasefire, but you're not the ones fighting them, right? It's like...
No, we made that very clear that we're not in charge. More that we will do our best to try to convince
Well,
people.
good luck with that.
I know. But it's been an uphill battle the whole time, right? I mean, how many months
Yes,
ago
sir.
would it have been that we would have never have dreamed of even talking in a regular conversation
Hello?
to a lizard folk, right?
Those were the days.
Whatever the
Give
case,
me a
also
diplomacy
we-
check. Give
Oh, no,
me a
it's
diplomacy,
like
by the way.
a-
So trying to there's group of people you're like chatting with about this. Kind
Yeah.
of, just because the atmosphere is of course they have seen, they are aware that there are lizard folk now living nearby. Like it is known,
Yeah.
they're still very uneasy about it. So
course.
you're doing it much more casually. As we all know. So maybe they get a bit more relaxed hearing you as a seasoned fighter in the village. Be more.
Yeah.
Okay with it. So yeah, just diplomacy check, please. Okay. Josh?
Sorry, I didn't hear what you asked.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, can you meet the diplomacy check to see how
Yes.
just to see how the reaction to you to talking so casually about it is.
Yeah.
If they are able to take over some of your relaxed nature.
Relax.
Get to it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, most of the people you've known them for still several years. You've I can't remember how long exactly. It's been a few years you've been there, right?
Definitely a few
Yeah,
years
yeah,
for
I
sure.
couldn't remember exactly, but I remember this for quite a long time. And they, hearing you say this, you've been more in a season, you've seen more than now outside the town than most of them have in their lives, and they're like, oh well, I guess we've got to start looking towards the future. Kind of shrug, can't always, I guess, be looking at the past. But I mean, I myself didn't lose anyone, but some of the people here did, and I mean, it's hard enough for us to live near them. Good luck convincing the rumor that they should be at peace.
Yeah, it won't
big
be easy
task.
for sure.
I didn't realize you were such a political mastermind.
Oh God, not you too.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize you were so. I don't know. Shrugs. I guess I guess everyone you like very much. You'd have involved yourself somehow in it.
Yeah, it's more of a. I don't want either peoples, right, to get wiped out. I
So
think this
unlike
is-
most politicians, then.
Yeah.
Would be bad for us. Whatever the case, Old Salt Reef should be safe.
That one we can agree with.
And it will be.
And you think this is the best way to go about that?
I mean,
Other than
the old-
killing.
an all-out
lizards.
war and thousands of deaths, probably.
Wait, alright. I guess you're making a good decision.
The alternative, right? It's still there if we fail. We're just trying to prevent that.
How is
So, yeah, if
training
negotiations
going?
fail, violence is the answer. They kind of say, well, Ben's he's been a little, if I'm honest, been quite relaxed recently. I guess it's been quiet. He's kind of saw the lizard folk maybe weren't much of a threat anymore. A lot of days at the beach, sunbathing. He's got this new girlfriend. They're not really. He's kind of stopped the training mostly. So a lot of, some of us, you're talking like a guy who's like a bit younger, maybe 17. It's like we've been starting to try to do a little bit more, but to be honest, like there's not been any attacks recently. We're kind of enjoying the good life right now. It's
Won't
Did we-
lose.
It's time to
Yeah.
beat Ben's ass into shape.
Oh no, poor Ben.
Investigate new militia.
Sure, I mean, yeah, the one you're talking about. Yeah, I wouldn't mind.
Now we
It's
got to do a
always good
training
learn new
montage in Old
skills.
Salt Reef. Set to the "I'll make a man out of you."
Oh
From
man, when he's
Mulan.
like fisherman, like with their fishing poles, like okay, like
Exactly.
catching like fucking fish, you know. Beautiful montage, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you have a chat with with like some of this grilled fish about it. You don't immediately see like anyone in the town, like Shelby or like Mohawk, Mawak, what's his name again, Joko?
Marak.
Mahawk, okay, so close. Like you don't see either, the people who actually know what's going
I
on.
like the idea of him
around.
being
It's
named
now-
Mohawk, and he just clearly has not a
Mohawk,
mohawk.
yeah, Jacko, he's here, right?
Yeah, he had a wild youth. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, so it's not neither of those here, right? It's just like more casual
Merrick the
sort of people
Mohawk.
around
I
in the
like
morning
it.
at least. For the next couple of hours. Is there anything you want to do outside just like socializing and catching up with old acquaintances? Nope.
Is that anything? Actually, I will kind of like stalk off from the buffet like pretty early on and just like kind of go to my fishing shack on the pier and kind of like chill by myself. We've been very cooked up in the ship and stuff.
Yeah, it's true. You haven't really had much a long time in the past few months, really.
A long
To have a
time. Yeah.
quiet moment to yourself. Yeah, we understand. Okay, so we understand. You come back like what, 5 minutes?
Smile on my face. No. I'm contemplating. I'm
You can, whatever you want to call it.
daily. This is not natural.
Okay, well, he contemplates. Anyone else want to do anything, or are you kind of just enjoying
I'm a
being
faster
at home?
contemplator. Okay, sorry.
Come on, Chris, relax, do for yourself.
By the way, the ship, our previous ship, was supposed to be transported to the big port.
Eventually, yeah. When they return, yeah. I mean, you're not sure how long it take. When it will return from its journey
Yeah,
back through
okay.
the forest and getting to Port Peril, it was like planned just to be docked to Port Peril and where you should kind of be able to pick it up.
Yeah, and we gotta be careful because it's just gonna pick up fucking fees forever if we
That's
don't
true.
get there soon after.
Yeah.
Like for instance, roughly, so like the rough time zones, like let's see,
Our
when
timeline.
you went to Alkenstar City in the gunwork, that was about Christmas time. No, wait, it's been a month after the 25th of the first month, and you are now. It's been less than a month since then, and the travel, for instance, for you up there, I think took
Well,
like.
I think it was just over a month,
Let me
right,
check.
to get there originally.
What is it? Goes to the right back Port Peril. What is it over there? Remember. You set off in the 5th of the 11th, or 6th of the 11th, and you got to the gunworks. No, the 25th of January. It took you 2.5 months. But you had like a few delays, like obviously
Yeah.
there was a couple weeks down. You think
Well, and that's
probably
also counting the time that like we were traveling not just on the boat, but like into
Exactly, that's what I mean, right?
doing all
That's
the
what I
stuff
mean.
there for.
Well, this was actually before
roughly-
Alkenstar, but yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So, but you would think probably the trip back, 2 months would be a safe bet. Like you think within 2 months they would do it, and like maybe it'd be a little faster, maybe a little worse depending on weather conditions, but probably about 2 months is a good estimate. So you think it's very unlikely the boat would be able to be back now, like for instance after only a month. That seems quite far fetched.
So, who do we talk to now? Trying to make a peace between.
We probably have to go
humans and
find
Lizardfolk.
the group who is probably plotting, planning, strategizing a way to retake Naruma. We have to go find that group. And speak
Yeah,
with them.
who
Mm,
that be? Like the pirates in Port Peril? I guess we can ask Shelby or something
Yeah, we could.
for guidance.
My guess is that
Someone should
nobody
know.
is going to be keen on this idea. By the way,
Oh, surprise!
yeah, well,
but,
it depends on.
at least we
us
have
to
the
convince, right?
Green
Yes.
politician, the
Exactly.
master negotiator.
We've got everything we need.
hopefully, we don't have to, do what we did with Scalethorn with any of the others.
Oh,
I say that by kind of jokingly, by the way.
Sure, joking, just testing the waters and joking.
Well, my
Yeah.
assumption is that they've not just like the Al Cthulhu have not just infiltrated the lizard folk, right? Like they have to have done some things on the human side as well. Again,
I
there's
mean,
still that Shelby
all-
is a unseen servant
in
or whatever.
all
Piece of
honesty,
soccer.
in
Mr.
all honesty,
Saha.
it might be prudent to remove the current ruling class and establish ourselves.
Yeah. Return to the workers. I get it. Yes, I'm on board.
Yeah.
Establish ourselves as the new leaders of the, or maybe not.
Didn't know your last name was Marks. Okay.
Lead marks.
Yeah. So I don't.
Why
Like, we can
workers,
talk to
though?
Shelby and maybe get her idea of who the best
We
people to
could
talk
be-
to are.
We could be royalty then.
You know, I think that she had some contact
Huh?
with Namu before. You know, she was like violent and up to date in
Yeah.
the situation. So maybe maybe she has some info.
Well, like, what is the best way to approach that conversation, right? Because being like, guys, just give it up, yo, it's fine, is
Give it up.
not probably gonna fly.
it's tough.
So, how do we?
Yeah, I mean, who even do we talk to? I mean, I guess we need to go to Port Peril and. Or what?
Potentially, I mean, my guess is it's actually not the people in Port Peril. It's
Yeah, but who
they're
then?
probably going to be somewhere around the lake that Naruma is in, right, or on.
Yeah, I mean, to kind of know like kind of the vibe about like like how do these all kind of towns connect to like the Shackles and the Power. You can give me like a society kind of know like how this kind of infrastructure often works if you want. Maybe have some like ideas probably.
Sure.
Was the
Blind?
Master Society?
Yeah, blind.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. And then were you doing something at Wellsway, Nate, or no?
I mean, I can try to do society too. I think.
Yeah.
Or there has a good society or not. Can't remember.
Okay, it's like okay, but yours is also not bad, I think.
I mean, mine is +8 due to the.
Oh, okay, I mean,
I'm
this is,
trying-
okay, this is a little bit
Plus
better.
12. So I
But in
rolled
this-
mine.
But in this case, yeah, you
It
in this
was
case,
a-
you actually know a little bit more. I'll tell you, isn't from this past. He's never really, been privy to these conversations.
You don't know
You
where
have
I'm from,
perhaps.
but yeah.
What's that? Yeah.
You
You
don't-
have spent, many years, like traveling the Shackles in your past, Nate, and kind of aware of like kind of the social dynamics between it.
In his
So
literal
these
previous life.
Yeah, there's like and there's a lot of these towns and like kind of settlements. Naruma's even a bit special because it's a bit further inland, so you're not sure exactly how that would work. But for just like all sword refights, you're not really tied to the pirate council, and kind of in the nature of pirates, they're not really much about helping for no reason. It's not really in the way the pirate council kind of operates. So if it is a town like Naruma, for instance, you think potentially if they wanted like actual like aid, they would probably need like to petition probably an individual in the council for like some sort of resources. It would be actually how it works, and maybe like get a sponsorship or something, and they would send like either men or mercenaries or money just to buy something like that. Would probably be a way it might work. Like often, like for instance, on the islands of the Shackles itself, often like a pirate council will be from an actual island, and therefore like all the settlements on there will be like under their protection. But when it's further outside, some towns are under the protection of Pyro Council, some aren't, and the ones that aren't kind of have to like ask for help if something like this would happen. For instance, when Also Reef got attacked by the Lizardfolk for your case, the Pyro Council weren't sending men to help protect Also Reef, right? Also Reef was kind of left to its own devices. You could maybe have contacted out the Pyro Council. That could have been an option at the beginning of the campaign, right? To ask for like more protection, and then it depends like basically if there was actually anything to gain from them doing it.
Yeah.
So it's
I think we even discussed that with Shelby of, she could try to reach out to old contacts and see if we can get help.
That was one of the
But we
initial.
figured we would check.
I think way back when I first had planned for this campaign, I thought that was how it was going to begin. Would be you going to Port Peril to try to talk to the Buyer Council.
And then
Yeah,
we
way
went to the
back in the
wilderness.
Yeah,
But,
instead we're like, no, we can take them on.
Yeah, fucking armies, who cares? No, exactly. But yeah, so most towns, sorry, to sum it up, most towns outside of the actual islands, which are like, their homes, are not under official protection. That is kind of, something which is more flexible.
By the way, is the distance rough? I know you kind of in this world change slightly the specific location of Varuma. Is the general distance roughly the same from Port Peril?
Ooh, I'm trying to remember how far. I mean, it really depends on which map. So I don't. When you say the general distance is the same, I'm not sure like which.
Yeah, so,
well, how
I'm
far
just
you
using
think
the
it is.
official Pathfinder wiki map, and it says it's roughly 302 kilometers.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, on the map they have it like itself of the. It's like a lot further inland. Right? I'm trying to remember where they have it.
Yeah, so.
I mean, actually, wait. Let me
What
just look
I'm
at my map because I have this
using-
set up on this map. So from where you are, from Port Peril, sorry. From Port
It's
Peril?
super cool. I didn't realize this. Like on the map that I just linked, you can right click and you distance, and then you just click on the first place and go to the place you want to hold and hold it there, and it'll tell you how far it is.
It's 200 miles on my map, 210. So yeah, pretty close to 300 kilometers. About
Okay.
the same distance, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, you also know, like, Naruma's a little bit awkward, you also think, Nate, when you're thinking about society-wise, because, like, the pirate councils, if they're sending men, they normally do it by ship. Can't really send a lot of people to Naruma by
Yeah.
ship. It's, like, fucking impossible, almost, you know, it's, Naruma is, like, you know, almost like a trading thing between, like, the Moangi and, like, the Shackles. It's not really, like, somewhere that's very easy to defend, you know, or, like, have men be sent.
It's more like part of the Shackles in name than an
Yeah,
actual like.
realistically, yeah, a lot of people would say it is more Moangi than Shackles. Yes. But yeah, sorry, that's what you know, but you don't know, you know, if there's anyone in particular it would be for the room itself.
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe it's either we go to other towns nearby, and I mean they'll be the ones organizing this to try to prevent the same thing happening right to them.
Yeah.
But do they have the resources to really fight the Lizardman army that took Nerumas? Probably not, right?
I mean,
So they would likely go maybe to Port Peril to try to
right.
convince
It's
the pirates for help to give them help.
agreed. So we could go there. I don't know enough about the area to say where that group might be. Because I would assume, how long has it roughly been since the room was taken over or captured?
From this time, it would have been about like maybe 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks, or something like that, roughly.
Okay.
About counting days.
It was like right before we got back, basically, right?
It was like a couple of weeks, yeah, before we got back.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Probably.
I mean,
not
by
that
now
long.
they would have at least probably reached the Pirate Council, and they've tried to talk to them. So we could start there.
At least
But if
message
they-
would have been sent, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if aid has already started to be sent, Port Peril would be, a waste of time. We have to kind of take a bet on if we think they've already started sending aid or if there's still a discussion going on.
How long how long would the travel from Neruma or maybe the neighboring towns to Port Peril take?
It's pretty slow. You're going like overground, like where there aren't really roads. You know, Port Peril isn't really built for that. It is like a harbor. Like realistically,
you can do the river for a while, right?
For a while, right? If they are boats,
but then you still have to do like the last
yeah. Also, remember it's like
miles or so.
Yeah,
Like,
it would
like
be like, and, you know, it's like kind of mountainous terrain and like not really like walked around. A lot of it hasn't really been mapped. Like, to be honest, like probably like if you was, especially if it was like a large group of people, like probably like 20 to 30 days or something.
Yeah, so I'd imagine, I mean, first they will have like a meeting of the nearby towns, and then before they organize themselves, and they will probably send an envoy to.
Sure. So we head to
so
Port Peril and see if we can find out what's happening there. And hey, maybe we'll sign like saying, seeking aid to reclaim Naruma around the.
Yeah.
Just remember, like, roughly the scale, of course. Like, rumor at like population is like several thousand, around 5,000, give or take, something like that.
Yep.
Be told. So of course, like after that's also been like raids or like been under siege and like war and fights. The number of it isn't that huge, right? So it's also like
There's no one left to beat.
it's like some people left, but probably not like
Yeah, I mean-
thousands. It's not thousands of people, whatever. It's
Dislocated.
Yeah, I mean there are other towns, I guess, villages nearby that maybe.
Is
in
there?
a way, but Numa is very unique. Like also it is from like
Oh,
the place. Like it is like there are of course like smaller like suburb things that probably have like dozens of people in like kind of like farmlands and stuff like that. But it's one of the very few like kind of major settlements in that.
Yeah, because I was thinking who would basically want to take the woman back.
Yeah,
mean-
yeah, it's also probably a topic the Pirate Council would ask. Like it isn't. Yeah, it's a.
Even on the map I have, there's not another actual city with people in it
Yeah,
on the map.
It's-
I mean maybe the guys in Port Pell, if it shows on their bank accounts, right? If they're
Mhm.
trading with Neruma, and then they might be bothered by it. But
Of course, yeah. Like it is a loss, of course, because it was like a big trade hub. But yeah, it depends. Also, it's like it's difficult. The political situation isn't easy. It's not like they're going to send a ship full of people there and like fight back or whatever. It's a little awkward. But yeah, you were
Just-
better to go back to Port Pell. Sorry,
Just
Jeff,
so
yes?
I'm aware, this conversation between you was happening during the buffet, right? So
I think it depends. I guess how long you've gone for, because I think they at least started right over like the food, right? Out there, and Nate.
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like they unless they were. I don't see any particular quick.
cool.
Yeah, you're in contemplation, don't you worry. Just enjoy. Just enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, this is the reason why I left. Don't have to listen to it.
Well, rude. He had to listen over all the same call. Unlucky. You should have left the call for 20 minutes.
As a player,
okay.
I'm interested.
But who knows? What? But the buffet kind of ends up. We were like, okay, better be getting back to jobs and relaxing. Some of them just shrug. Got a few games of pool to shoot.
Pool exists.
Of course. Nothing else to do in this time to play pool, drink beer, surf. It's the ideal world. Fish, on the weekends. Oh man, I want to go there. Oof, that sounds nice. Don't need to work tomorrow morning. Alright.
Oh,
I'm with you on that one.
What do you do?
Sure,
Like,
I'm sure Johnny's catching a sick wave.
Yeah, Johnny's up surfing out with that for sure. Yeah. But the rest of you quick, so you head back at some point.
I'm gonna hang by the pier outside,
Yeah. Two cool
watching.
parties. Okay.
Drink everything in sight, in the pub, bar, whatever.
Drink
Happen.
everything inside. Holy
In-
shit. Okay, alright, you
You
get fucking smashed.
ruin this old man.
Get fucking smashed. Okay.
I'm not that old anymore.
Oh, no, I meant the barkeep. Gonna ruin his.
Exactly, you're ruining his. I mean, they're paying for it, right? But,
Oh, you are? Okay.
well, I mean,
That seems like a Nate thing to do.
Oh, no, yeah, true. No, but yeah, I mean, what are you guys up to? The remainder of the day?
Not much, just to take it easy.
Yeah, probably just like
you
refilling
want
on
to
some
fill-
supplies, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you're not really, you're just kind of, taking like a...
And-
Yeah, nothing specific other than
official.
potentially if hopefully Shelby comes to talk to us and we just fill her in. I don't know if we have to roleplay that whole thing out, but
Yeah, we don't,
Yeah.
we can...
I think,
do a bit of it.
Yeah.
after a while, maybe in the evening, I'll. Johnny at least speaks Tengu now, right? He learned, so I'll
Yeah.
bring him over to the community. I was
Oh,
be like,
alright.
hey, see what I told him.
Like,
Yeah.
you
He's
teach
already crowd famous.
secrets, Tengu!
you betrayed the Tengu people. You're banished.
Let me Google Tengu for fighting secret language. Let me check. Alignment, religion,
It
advantage,
is uncommon, I
names,
believe, right?
Language. Ooh.
It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
uncommon for
unfortunately,
that.
Nah, it seems fine. They're not too mad at you. But Tengu's very good at languages, huh?
Right? Tengu's a good language.
I think he might be good at
English is a good
languages.
language.
When I sum up, it's like others probably look to you as a source of eclectic skills and knowledge, especially related to languages. don't know why it says that in the description of Tengu, but apparently they expect. No wonder you very good learning of
Tengu
books.
are
Checker.
supposedly good imitators and stuff, so obviously
yeah,
you'd
that's
be
true,
good at languages,
right?
right?
You have those ones. Yeah, yeah.
I thought it was
maybe
Kenku,
those
or is it
translate to
similar?
being very good at learning languages. Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
do they have any feats about it? I don't know. Okay, yeah. So Johnny, you get introduced to them. You try out your rusty Tengu with.
Hey,
Oh,
Johnny
yeah,
is a family
I try
friend,
my
right?
best.
He's not introduced. But...
Oh, okay, sure. You introduce the Tengu version of Johnny.
Yeah.
Introduces
he
me
gets a
in
Tengu name.
Tengu, you know.
Yeah. Johnny back.
He's like a whole new man.
Oh, people, yeah, they're like, what?
Yeah.
Impressive. Not many humans learn Tengu. Don't have right kind of beak.
I try.
Very good. Really good beak.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
Almost sound more like Tengu than Quixo.
Thank you.
Just kidding, Quixo. You spent much time with human, though. Lose some
Yes.
of bird.
Try to lose accent. People wouldn't understand.
Squawk!
Otherwise. Sorry, cock.
Good. Make sure. Still keep
Yes.
Tengu close heart. You have a
I've
good trip?
lost my way. Johnny, tell. I make
what?
Tango proud. I've not lost my way. Right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Good.
Right.
Good. Proud. Make good.
Very. Very.
Good name for Nest. You do well. Yeah, so you have some nice time, and yeah, you're just gonna spend some time there. Also, just asking about how I guess like the home is, and like stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll, tell them about like, the storms we face, and I broke a Tango bottle, and like pray to the gods, even though I don't really believe, but now I kind of see like, it's maybe fortune
The
does
gods are
play a
real.
part.
The gods are real. Nice. And then so those you at the bar, you do in like kind of like the evening, maybe about 6 p.m. You do see Shelby makes her way into the bar, and she kind of raises well, not raises, kind of nods in your direction, Nate. And kind of like walks over to where you are.
Where's my glass to her?
You're already fucking smashed, right? And she's like,
It's like raising the glass, it's like upside down.
I was hoping. She's like, I was expecting in a way that you would come see me when you returned, perhaps to let me know how it went. But seeing you in such a celebratory mood, I guess it went well.
Oh yeah. We managed to get rid of the Lizardman boss, and we also found he had his own boss right there in a pool of water. So some nasty thing.
I see. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes it clear then. Good.
Yeah.
And when you say got rid of, that means that now the Lizardfolk are no longer a threat, or?
I don't know yet. We met a leader of one of the leaders of some other tribe, I guess, and we talked with her, and I think we convinced her that we mean no harm, and she's trying to. I mean, she went back to the Lizardman town, I guess, to try to convince them that maybe they shouldn't be fighting humans here.
Wow, that was impressive work then.
Yeah, agreed. So the
It's
guy
sparks are
out
flying, I
there,
can't handle it.
oh my god, the guy out there, he's a talker.
The guy, yes, she got a gesture to
I'm
where
just
he's like,
the guy.
yeah, next, yeah. Like, so we're
Yeah.
also in the bar, like, we're like 5 feet away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah. Yes, I have
I'm
met
trying
him.
not to pay attention because I assumed that they were flirting. So
Okay, you're like, I'm not.
I mean,
But
she
she's
was
like-
like much older than me before.
Yeah, now it's,
The
really got me in the
accent
grave.
was like,
Or the grave
Hey.
or whatever.
Yeah, but your taste haven't
we don't
changed,
kink shame. Nate, we don't
Yeah,
kink shame.
yeah. No, we don't worry. Alright, no, she's like, well,
uh,
okay, well, that is
I mean,
excellent to hear. Although I'm afraid, I'm not sure war is always so one-sided, or not necessarily war even, but one side
Conflict.
wanting it to end often does not lead to it ending. Otherwise, many wars will be over before they
Yeah, of
start.
course. So now we'll try to convince the guys here to try to stop attacking Lizardmen also, and hopefully risk
I see.
there
Well,
can.
I will say just a warning. It's probably generally easier to convince the victors to leave with their spoils than it is to convince the losers to leave with nothing.
Yeah, agree.
But perhaps your words can, make anything happen. So you want to you speak with the leader of Naruma, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I
Did they
mean,
still live?
Yes, she does. She wasn't, at least I don't know if she was active in the fighting, but she kept herself safe, so to say.
oh, do you know where we can find her? Is she nearby in Port Pale maybe, or?
The last I heard, I believe she was indeed heading to Port Pale, trying to petition resources to take the fight back to Naruma. I do not know how far she got, or even how she was planning to get there. To be quite frank, it was just last. I have a friend who had lived in Naruma, and we keep in contact, and she let me know what the situation was. But she did not go herself down to Port Pale. It's
Okay,
not
so
an easy journey.
so they think they made it to Port Pale already, or?
She kind of shrugs and she's like, I think it's unlikely, even for a small group to travel through these parts. It takes time, and she kind of thinks it was probably not more than 2 or 3 weeks ago she set off after deciding.
So, what would you say that maybe our best bet would be if we wanted to?
I think trying to find her in the trail to Port Peril seems almost impossible. I would also imagine if you travel by boat, you would probably get there before her. Like, I mean, with the river north back to the ocean blocked by the lizards, the river south does not go on that far. Whatever route she takes, at least, will be days of travel through the jungle.
So,
or the uplands, I think they call it.
I guess our best bet would then be to just go to Port Pale and wait there.
Yes, so your best bet is to try to convince her that she should give up Naruma.
Or
She kind of, I would say, to be quite frank, a better bet would probably be to stop her along the way. She kind of raises an eyebrow. If you really wanted to do the job.
So you said that
Stop her to a permanent end.
exactly.
You're not there.
You just keep her from
speaking
showing up.
Speaking as a realist, I will say your chance of convincing her to give up on the rumor is almost zero from what I've heard.
Very,
She's
very
also not the most savory of individuals.
Of course. I had assumed so.
I mean, the rumor itself, it's a trading post, and it doesn't always trade in. I mean, she kind of says, I mean, I wasn't sure if you knew, of course, the most popular trade item was people.
And maybe we just let it go. Yeah. That's why I think the ideal scenario where it appears that the Lizardfolk this was an ancestral home of theirs that was taken over by humans, decades year ago.
Mm-hmm.
So they've laid claim to return there. Could we broker a deal where, again, that future ideal state where humans and Lizardfolk could live together? And I don't know how likely that is.
If you give it enough generations, I suppose all will forget. But in yours,
it's more of
what
do we have to give as a alternative solution to move to New Ruma, as Crixel.
Clever. She kind of chuckles.
Yeah. You can blame Crixel for that.
Yes, I'm sure she'll see the funny side if you run into her in a street in Port Vale.
No, it's try to convince them that there are greater merits to a form of partnership with the lizard folk there and adding them to the trade route than just continually fighting over that forever.
Yes, in theory, all countries could work together in happy harmony, and there is no need for war and bloodshed. We all have a common goal. This is
Yep.
true. This is. Yes,
I know.
mean,
I know. This is the tallest task yet, and it
mhm.
will not prove
Yes, you've
easy.
done amazingly well so far in all your accomplishments, and it really does suffice. But
It's why I don't want to balk at the idea. It may be the most realistic of removing the impediment that is stopping that peace. And I do not
kind
like
of
the
raises
idea.
their hands. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm a simple
But
town leader. I cannot give such crazy advice,
course.
but as a realist, it's probably easier.
but what if then just another impediment arises
Well, swords are reusable, I
in
believe.
her place?
Yeah, they're not single use. It's true.
Indeed. At least, normally you would buy a bundle of arrows and not just one. But,
Yes.
I'd imagine that.
I agree it is not necessarily a permanent solution to kill anyone who suggests taking back a city that they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
am not also suggesting that that is a correct decision. And I'm sure in the long term it is also maybe the easiest, not the most
Yep.
foolproof. But
We'll have to
I'm
see.
just saying you will have, yes, good luck. If you choose to go via diplomacy, you will need it, I believe.
I'd prefer diplomacy, at least in this instance, but I also leave it open to the possibility of that failing.
Never block any option, right? Well, if you have such a task to undergo, then I suppose I would wish you good luck. And
I mean, I
was-
guess here's a question for you, just based on your history, right? The working or knowing to some degree the Pirate Council from before.
Indeed.
How likely is the leader of Naruma to get aid from the Pirate Council? What would she have to give up to get that?
She kind of takes a seat, and there, and kind of just like waves at the bartender. They immediately see
Yeah,
what she
I'm gonna need a
wants.
drink for this. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, I have not been an active participant in meetings for many, many a year. But if the old logic stays the same, I mean, Naruma itself as a trading post of people and from goods from the Mwangi, it is valuable. It makes a lot of revenue, I assume, for anyone who is willing to sponsor such a retrieval of the land. Then they would want to be ones who would be promised a large cut of this business if it was to resume. If the attacks from Lizardfolk, we have had scuffles across the borders many times in the past few years. These are much larger than any. I think it's at least also quite likely that a lot of the Pirate Council are unwilling to get involved in the business if they do not know how long it will last or the chance of success. If I'm quite frank, Noom also was not an easy place to come into an existence, and to take it back is also difficult. The ships are hard to make contact there, and the land is dangerous and foreboding. I believe it is likely that in time the Pirate Council will at least look into the possibility and maybe begin to send expeditions there to see how likely a task is. I do not think it is realistic that in the near future they will send a force large enough to take back a city. That is something that is, while some of them may have the men for it, they are sailors, they are boatsmen, they are used to fighting fighting battles on the water, not on the jungles. To put up such a force of the thousands necessary would take a long time if they even deemed it worthy. This is my assumption from what I have seen, unless it is more valuable than I believe. I do not think it would be a pressing urgency for the council. Takes a sip of a bit. course, perhaps the times have changed. Perhaps this, she says Crusata. Oh, the leader of Numa. Perhaps she has friends in higher places than I thought. I don't know.
That is good to know. At least the baseline, right? Of what
Information.
can be expected.
Indeed. Regardless, I cannot expect such a thing to happen sooner. I believe whatever the option is, there will be bureaucracy and time and requests, and yes, I do not believe for now that there is a drastic sense of urgency.
So, so yeah, I guess it's possible for us to just not meet with the leader from Neruma, but just
Yes,
try to undermine her efforts in Port Peril.
Potentially, yes. My suggestion would be don't contact her directly, but maybe keep a close eye on the situation. See how requests are gaining. If she is gaining traction, perhaps understand why they care so much. See if there is a reason or something you can underthrow. But I believe perhaps the effort will peter out without even needing work from you. And of course, in that case, you would not wish to make yourself an enemy of an individual who has power.
Or if it is, if we can find out the reason why they think it is so valuable to reclaim it, is there a way that we can get that without specifically Neruma? Is it that location?
Also
it's
an
just
option.
its
If
place
it
in
is
terms
simply
of
a
trading post?
Yes, if it is simply an entrance to the Morangi, then of course perhaps a different border or a different area could make sense. It's true.
Other side of the river. Yep.
Potentially, yes. I'm not sure how big these lizard accounts are. And of course, if the ceasefire is in effect, I think also making a settlement too close might not be also a good beginning. But yes, I'm sure.
But yes,
the expanse is large. It is there are many places to go. It's one of the best, of course. That's why it was made there. But if the price of reclaiming is too large, I'm sure another would suffice. Kind of shrugs. Yeah, it's hard to say. But
so
I think
we are going to Port Peril then, as mentioned.
it's always a happening place anyway. I'm surprised this place you don't find too boring already after your big adventures in the wide world.
Home is still home.
And now you know why I'm still here. Home is still home. It's very hard to beat. And she's like, but tonight it's getting late for old me. It was a pleasure to talk with you all again. And if I do not see you, if you head out soon, good luck with your task, and I hope it is less of a bother than it could be.
thank you.
Thank you
Good
for the help. Good night.
Good night. And she leaves the bar.
Raise the glass to her.
She's like only halfway out, your slow reactions, and you're kind of like, no. She raises a glass and she kind of, gives you raises hers as well before finishing it and laying it on the bar as she leaves. The intel off person, she puts the glass back on the bar when she walks out. And that tells you a lot about a leader, Yes, but I think that is a pretty good ending point as you settle down for the night in Salt Reef before deciding what to do on the tomorrow. Unless there's anything Crixel or Johnny you would want to do specifically. Otherwise we'll start in the morning the next day.
Discussing with Johnny what positions we'll take in our circus act.
You're already like, do you remember that thing on the bounty board? Do you remember that? I'm sure Ian doesn't make stuff time pass, I'm sure that person is still missing or whatever.
Yeah,
it's been like a week.
Right?
Like,
Fuck.
I feel like that. I mean, the bounty board don't look at it. It's the same board. Time stays still in Port Hell for 3 weeks,
Just like, they just didn't have luck finding anyone else,
They need the X Factor.
Or, someone came in, but they were really bad. So they reposted the ad,
exactly. Oh, and of course you have to have words with Ben in the morning before you leave. Exactly. Okay, good stuff. Maybe I'll even be creative and look at the bounty board again, maybe change it a little bit. But at least I'll be creative. Maybe I'll be creative.
I wonder if Mike can next week.
Oh, yeah,
have
true.
more time.
Plenty.
Potentially. do that.
All right, good session then, everybody. One
Thank you for
problem
that.
dealt with, another one to begin. Good.
As
As
it goes.
usual.
What Josh say? Josh,
And I was gonna say no, on that, right? It's like you said, one problem solved. That's a level up, right?
It is a level up. It is a level up.
It is.
Let's go.
It is a level.
How much did we get?
Level
At level
9, huh?
Mm-hmm.
God, it's
Level
crazy.
9,
Look,
level
almost
9.
halfway through
Fifth
the
level
campaign.
spells.
Jesus Christ. Let's see if we go to 20.
Yeah.
Imagine doing 20.
Hey, my fort save is gonna suck a little bit less.
I just got good level up. Oh my god.
We've been playing this one a while now, actually.
What skill should I increase?
Session 31.
Nah, I still need to get this one up.
It's almost a year.
Oh shit!
Fifth level
Session
spells, though,
22
Tom. Ooh, baby.
Alright, need to check what those mean.
You'd be like, what are the water spells?
What kind of advanced?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
You just
Go
like
to
search-
spells,
just
search by
water?
water trait.
Can you do that? I want to
Yeah.
do that. How do you do
I just
that?
saw
All
preparation. You
spells,
just
and
go
then-
search.
We have some cool
It's
spells
rank,
now, right?
trait, water. What?
Nice.
Wait a
So
second.
none?
There are none!
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
fuck.
Wait, what?
That's not good.
This
That's
is
not
possible.
good. They have so many in some of the levels.
How can it be?
No, there's some.
No, wait a
There's some. There's
second.
some. There's
Why-
loads. Control
search is
water.
broken.
Control water.
Oh, I did the wrong thing.
Wall of ice. Flowing strike. Oh, that's not so good. Geyser.
What are you guys picking
Okay,
for
there we go.
ancestry?
Geyser. You can make geysers.
Oh, wow, this is...
Undrinking wave vapor. Oh, you get like extra AC with like a wave. Freezing rain. Oh, that's a good amount. That's a good amount.
Oh, okay. I got a pretty good deed actually. Okay.
Ah, no, geezer's not right. Well, not correct. That's fine.
Oh,
Fire
there's
trait.
now?
Fire trait.
Shit,
No.
fire and water. Okay. What do you think about wall of ice? Are you up with the cold water?
I am, but not usually. I don't know. I've kind of avoided the cold.
Man, did you use? Oh, you
spells.
did use grasp of the deep sometimes, right? Or wait,
I did,
You?
yes,
You did. Right?
I
Yeah,
did,
I was
I
like, I
did.
recognize it.
I used it once. I might use it again. I don't know.
Personal
I'm
ocean.
making
Oh,
my
you get
current-
personal ocean at level 6. Oh,
personal ocean.
you surround yourself in a bubble like a seawater, just fills your space completely and moves with you. Amazing. And it's like good because like people have to like if they attack you, they get like the penalty for attacking into underwater and stuff. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright, anyways, yes, I am going to head off. Have a
Alrighty.
good night, everyone, and a good
Later.
week. Hopefully, see you
Thanks
soon.
Yeah.
Peace.
Good night.